up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. When I tell you I had to take a sabbatical, okay? I didn't take the rest, child. I was tired. I was sleepy. I was putting in all these hours. And really, I said, hey, I need a break. But, nevertheless, when you are a rising entrepreneur and you're putting in the work, you can't be taking, 55 days off. You got to take about 3 days off. And, come on back. Okay. Well, I got all this paper towels all up on my hand. Yikes. But nevertheless, we are here. We are streaming everywhere. We're streaming on both our Facebook page, both our YouTube page. And we're streaming on Twitch as well. So anybody that's out here on our Twitch community, we're streaming on there, and we will keep y'all updated on what we're going to do over there on Twitch. It's going to be really, really amazing. I'm not going to give you my idea yet because somebody's going to steal it. But nevertheless, it's going to be off the chain for that. But we are streaming everywhere. When I tell you we're streaming everywhere, we are streaming everywhere. And I want to say thank you to those that are here. So make sure y'all share. Okay, make sure y'all share. We're going to talk about it. And when we talk about these people, I need y'all to do me a favor by, sending it to these folks that we talk about, okay? I need y'all to do me a favor, and I need y'all to send it to everybody that we talking about. So make sure y'all come on in. Make sure y'all like the video. We're going to talk about it all today, and it's going to be off the chain. Let's put our glasses on. Let's get ready. As they say, let's get ready to rumble. Make sure y'all follow us over there on the Twitch community, and also follow us on our website. We broke a record today. A lot of people was tuning into our website. And thank you so very much. All the hard work is not in vain. Is my blowing, is my pasting, is my sharing in vain? No, it's not in vain. I do want to say thank you to those that have put in the work. So while we are on our sabbatical, our fasting, on our break, we also had time to clock back into work. And when we clocked back into work, we decided to go over to Jason Lee platform, and we want to talk about this because I had the pleasure of watching this brother do an interview on his platform. And I want people to understand how serious I am of watching and tuning into what's going on out there in Stockton, California. Particularly District 6, as you all do know, we did have the Vice Mayor, Kimberly Wormsley, on the show, and we took back our endorsement of Kimberly Wormsley because we done some more insight, more research, and we really looked serious into Stockton, California, into the race. And when I tell you it was off the chain when we was able to sit there and do more research about the candidacy of none other than Jason Lee, because I misjudged him, because I just judged him only about Hollywood Unlocked, and I did not focus on his work as an organizer, as a person that worked in juvenile detention centers, etc. I really was just putting focus on him being, in the public eye as the Jason Lee. And when you're doing that, you misjudge a person. So I do want to apologize. I can't apologize enough for misjudging my brother, but my brother was on 209 Times, and he decided to do an interview. Now, mind you, 209 Times is a local media outlet that is there in Stockton, California, and they literally wanted to do a 10-minute interview with Jason Lee, and Jason Lee made this statement. I want to read what he said. He said, recently, this interview, when they told me that they only need 10 minutes, I asked them to give me the time I needed to lay out all my thoughts and ideas for a new South Stockton Western Ranch in Stockton as a whole. Okay. And then thank you 209 Times for giving me that time. So when I was watching and I was listening to this interview, and mind you, the guy had a plan, an agenda of everything for Stockton, how to beautify the parks in his district, how to bring more investment for the police, the demand that there be more police stations in the community of District 6, working to throw away all these bad policies that are allowing these slumlords that he exposed on his platform, how he's going to bring change to the community, and how Jason Lee is bridging the gap with his federal resources, talking to the state, the Speaker of the House of the California State House, the Speaker of the House, and how he's working with him, and how he's really bringing ideas and investments. And also, while we're doing this broadcast, Jason Lee also released the footage of his new studio that is going to come to Stockton. And literally, he said, Stockton Hollywood Unlocked office about 95% done. Come meet for coffee with your candidate next week. Can't wait to meet everybody. He's meeting people, talking about the community that speaks Spanish, talking about it is time that they have a translator in City Hall, in Stockton City Hall, so people that speak Espanol will not get lost, that they will have a representative there to translate in their native tongue. So I 1000% believe in his legacy. He did drag Kimberly Wormsley. He dragged her so much. He really dragged this woman, said she's ineffective, that she's not in the community. And when he put out that video about that slumlord and how Kimberly Wormsley got a statement, released a statement, said she is aware. Now that she's aware, she's going to look into it. But he said, how does she not know about this slumlord that is running rampant in South Stockton, been in South Stockton for decades, and literally been in there for decades, for years? And how does she not know that this was going on in the community? And Jason was like, the reason why Kimberly Wormsley don't know is because she's not in the community. She's not talking to the community members. She's not talking to the people in District 6. She don't give a damn about them. Like, she was out when it was time to get people votes. But when she left, you know, once she got elected, she literally got disconnected from the audience and from the constituents. As typical Republicans, we're not Republicans, politicians, Republican, Democrat, Independent, because it's a nonpartisan race. They typically get your vote, say they're going to do this, and then they disappear. They really, really disappear. But unfortunately, it is sad. We must call it out. And when he wrote and put this out about his plan, I really believe that Jason Lee is the right man for the job. And so when I look more into Kimberly Wormsley, you know, ideas and what is she doing at the campaign, she's barely campaigning because she believed that she already had this race in the bag for her. And also, let's be clear, I believe he said about 2,500 people voted in the last primary. Like, a lot of people are not voting. So you mean to tell me out of everybody that is qualified, I don't know the numbers, but it's way more than 2,500 in the District 6. A lot of people that is registered, that can, you know, that is qualified, that is registered to vote, that is not participating. You mean to tell me only 2,500 people, probably less than that, is making the decision for your future? So again, in March, we gotta get it together for the people in South Stockton, and you all need to vote for Jason Lee. Again, his qualifications is all on his website. I've posted some of his agenda, what he want to do for the community, and I felt like this is one of the best things for the community, to vote for someone, a disruptor like Jason Lee, and have a resume of getting things done. And that's why I'm more interested in looking in this case, because when he released the video, Surviving Ralph White, he is a black slumlord, a senior citizen, but it's a slumlord. Sued the city, is a slumlord. And Jason Lee have exposed this slumlord in District 6 in Kimberly Wormsley district. And Kimberly Wormsley haven't done a damn thing. She haven't sent the enforcers out, demand that they, you know, make sure his property up to code. He have showed videos of people don't have running water, leaky pipes, mold. They don't have working electricity, etc. And so he have been exposing this and did a whole video that we have shared on our Facebook page, on our Twitter page, all over our social media, and how people have came out and released statements, and he had somebody to go in with video cameras, and you just saw the filth that Ralph White is allowing his tenants to live in. Most of his tenants are black. And this is a failure of Kimberly Wormsley, a major failure for her, major failure. Because if you're not doing enough to call out these slumlords, you don't deserve to do the job. The reason why you're not aware, even though you talk to Ralph White every day, because he was a backer of your campaign, he's very active in the city. He have sued the city multiple times, so you know exactly who he is. Been a community member for decades, but he's a slumlord, right? And you have not called him out enough. You have not demanded that, he bring his property up to code, and actually demand that he do a good job. You have not done anything in that regard. And so Jason Lee have brought, and people have committed of bringing grocery stores to the community. He also talked about how they should close down those smoke shops because it's bringing more crime to those areas. I mean, he just talked about a lot of good stuff for his campaign. And I feel like the reason why I had to endorse him, because I felt like he's the right man for the job. Many of my critics, we don't pay him any mind, but I will address them. He's only endorsing Jason Lee for an interview. As right now, Paul, you know this. We have not gotten an interview from Jason Lee. We've never gotten an interview from Brother Jason. We got a shout out on gagging with Jason Lee. He dragged us about 2 times. So we're not in the business for an interview. Again, I don't need an interview from Jason Lee. What I need is for people to vote for Jason Lee, to change the culture in South Stockton, to bring wealth and prosperity to that community, and bring a leader like Jason Lee to bring cleanliness, to bring a shaker and a person to have a history of getting things done. And also, he listened to my suggestion, because I told him, like I told Kimberly once, do more for your community, be more involved. She did not listen to me. And I said, why have Jason Lee say he's going to run for South Stockton, but his company, a part of his business, is not there to create jobs? He's now creating jobs. And hopefully he hired the youth to work in those positions, because maybe they can learn how to work in media, to become an entrepreneur themselves, to bring down youth and unemployment and other people that qualify, to help them so they can be able to provide for their family instead of deciding to pick the streets. So we have stood up for Jason Lee. We're not standing up for him because we want to interview. If you believe that, please leave, because we have not officially reached out to Jason Lee for an interview for his campaign. I don't believe we did. Paul did. We haven't. We did not beg him for an interview. We said we're doing the work. And if he decides to come on the show, great. But we will ask him the very tough questions, and the questions from the voters' perspective that live in District 6, because I'm reading the comments, I'm reading the forums, I'm reading all the information. I have a lot of great questions for Brother Jason. But even if he don't come on the show, I still want to keep my endorsement for him, endorsing him, because he is the right man for the job. Kimberly Williams is a failure, a major failure, one of the worst politicians ever, because she is a Black woman, and I held her to a standard. She have not done a good job leading and bringing things for that area. So we made a commitment to talk about this race on our platform. And right now, Paul, we have 34,100 subscribers. We're almost at 35,000. Amen. So I will continue to stand for what is right. And we have reached out to all the candidates with this message that do more for your constituents, make your president known, campaign, don't run for the questions, answer the question. And out of all the candidates, Jason Lee had a plan. Ralph White, slumlord Ralph White. All he can talk about is to talk about, Jason Lee is in a gang, or Jason Lee, and that's not true. And then he was talking about the blood and the Crips. Excuse me, Marone, blood and Crips are people. And stop dehumanizing them and dissing as a Reid. Why do people feel that they should join a blood, or why should they join a Crip? If we had more resources in the community, where financial resources in District 6 and really resources in that district, maybe people will not choose to join a gang. Maybe they would choose corporate America or politics or government, etc. But because of the lack of resources and failed leaders like the slumlord Ralph White, the ineffective leader Kimberly Williams, ineffective, one of the worst leaders ever, I feel as though that it is time to bring real leaders that have a history of getting things done. Just check Jason Lee's resume. To run a $50 million company is valued at about $50 million. And to get it from growing up in foster care, having a mother that battled with her addictions, and to be able to rise above that, seeing his brother get deleted from joining the wrong crowd. And this is something that is a remarkable and American story, that this brother decided he has wealth now. You don't need this position. You're only going to get paid not even a good 30 grand to be a city council member. And Jason Lee have committed to donate that money to youth programs. So again, I feel that Jason Lee is doing, he don't need it for the money. He don't need it for the recognition. Actually get more recognition sitting with celebrities than he does being a community activist and being a voice for the people. And this is a great example for the youth because they will see a Black man coming back, built his wealth, and coming back to the community because it is amazing. And when you look at Jason Lee's platform, look at his agenda, look at him campaigning, look at him talking to voters, looking at him with an agenda. And I asked my people, did you go to Jason Lee's platform? Did you see his interviews? Are you reading his agenda on his website before you come to judgment? Because again, I was ignorant, and I apologize to Jason Lee and to his family, to his campaign, because I did not do my research. That's dangerous because I got on the platform, did all of this blah, 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 and misjudging Brother Jason without doing my research. And thank you to the voters that is in Stockton, and thank you to my supporters that live in California area, live in that area, said, Wiley, I think you need to give Brother Jason another look. And we gave him another look. My team came together, and we came to the conclusion that it's time that we snatch away the endorsement for Kimberly Williams, your failed leader, and give that endorsement to Jason Lee. And we stand on that. And we have been campaigning for Jason Lee virtually ever since we gave the endorsement. We're the only YouTuber in this community in the world that have stood on the side of Jason Lee and literally stood there and answering questions and standing up for the agenda of Brother Jason, because I believe he will do right for the people in District 6 in Stockton, California. Thank you, Paul, for sending me that message. I would urge people to go vote for Jason. If you live in that district, vote for him. Your vote have power. In closing, I love that Jason in this particular segment. I love that Jason said, if you don't vote for me, participate in the process. And shout out to when I was listening to the Native Land podcast, and I was listening to Angela Yee and Andrew Gullop and Tiffany Cross, and a question came up from a viewer from California, and she said, how do you know which politician to support? Because it's so confusing. And one of the key components that they said, look at their website, look at their history, study their agenda, and ask them questions, go to their office and bring. And one of the things that really caught me when they said it, get about 50 of your friends, 30 or 40 of your friends, invite that person to your home, and you all grill that person about your interests. Everybody should have their top 5 priorities that you want for your city council member, and ask them, what do you think about A, B, C, D, and E? So I love that particular episode of that podcast because that's what you're supposed to do. Look at his agenda, research his history as being an entrepreneur, creating jobs, right? Standing up for the working class, fighting on the behalf of them, higher wages, better healthcare. And that is Jason Lee. And so I feel like many people should just take this and vote for Jason, and really, really, you owe him. If you don't got, you're not 100% about voting for him, at least go to those forums and talk, ask some questions. He got an office that's going to open up soon. Go there, drink coffee, ask them questions. And that is what we must train voters from 18 and up. Go talk to your city council member, period. I wish people would talk to their city council member like they talk about me. When they call me, hey, Wiley, you're not live. Hey, Wiley, you need to talk about this. Hey, Wiley, you need to talk about that. Hey, Wiley, did you hear this? I wish people have the same urgency. Talk to their state rep, their alderman, their city council member, their city manager, the mayor, the governor, the Congress. The way that they text and call me with mess, I hope that y'all go and reach out to the White House as much as y'all text and tweet and text and text and text and call and call. I hope that you have the same urgency, which that makes me a better blogger because I get so many messages. And right now it gets so demanding that you cannot give that one-on-one because the platform is growing. We're no longer having them out too. Sometimes I wake up to 20 missed phone calls, about 30 messages from all over the country. If everybody have a suggestion what we should do in the show, I should visit their city, I should do this, a lot of suggestions. We try to get back to people so quickly, but right now we just can't because it's a lot of y'all. There's only one of me. We ain't got the Jason Lee staff, not yet. But one thing we do have that Jason have, and my mentor, my brother, we have the passion to do it. And another one of my critics was saying, well, he's only doing this to get under the skin of another blogger in California. And we're not doing let's get under a blogger in California. We're not doing that at all. I've been a supporter of Brother Jason for a long time. This ain't got nothing to do with a blogger in California. I'm inspired by Brother Jason, just like that blogger in California is it's inspired by Jason Lee, getting new gaming chairs, new offices, etc. So again, brother, I'm not doing it to get under your skin, brother. I'm doing this for the people in South Stockton. And I also stood up for the people in LA. It was one particular blogger there, and his food was stolen, or he a lot of homeless people on his block infested with homelessness. And that's something that Jason Lee brought up, not about the homeless problem in Stockton and how certain people want to be homeless. They're okay with being homeless, no matter how many services and resources you give, they're okay living on the street. But that's a minority. The majority of people that's homeless is quote unquote what I call working homeless people, meaning you work a full-time job, but you can't afford to live in a property because you don't make 3 times the rent. You don't make it. So you just have to live in your car, live in the street, whatever. And so that's why I speak about homelessness in California. I've spoke about it when people lived in California and they lived in this beautiful high rise, but downstairs on the block, your car got stolen. They begging for food. They begging to get high. Crackheads taking over. And this is in California, a blue state, Hollywood, right? Some parts of Hollywood, Skid Row. Skid Row have taken over most of California with nothing but homeless people. And so when I spoke about it, many people, and these are ignorant folks, he only said it because certain ones have come. No, I'm saying it because the data. The data, it's a lot of homeless people. These people got beautiful offices right now, beautiful offices, Ricky Lake chairs, flat screen TVs. But soon if they go outside with those cameras, nothing but homeless people on the block, boo-booing, shooting up, burning up paper, burning up businesses, etc. And let's be clear about California. There are some parts of California, IHOP have shut down, Popeyes, all these restaurants is shutting down. In some parts of California, they're not shutting down because we're not making profit. They're shutting down because the customers' cars are getting stolen, robbed, and they said this is just not safe for our employees to work in this environment. So these businesses are shutting down. This is the ineffectiveness of the leadership in the state of California, the county, and also the city government. Because when businesses leave, that hurts the working class. That hurts the working class. That hurts that community. Right here in Chicago, we had a KFC. About 3 KFC have shut down on the south side of Chicago. Just shut down. And then a lot of this comes from crime. And so when you shut those fast food restaurants, even though we can talk about the health, etc., those are jobs. Those are jobs that are gone from those communities. And that's sad. And also that is people food, because most of these communities are food deserts. That's the only way they can get a hot meal, quick hot meal to some type of protein is shutting down. So we have always talked about politics. We attended Mayor Brandon Johnson failed. He's one of the worst mayors ever. We attended his inauguration. We was a part of the press. We was email list, and we were removed from that because we asked some very tough questions, but nevertheless, we still standing up for what is right. So once I was telling the truth, kissing Mayor Johnson, but because that was the inauguration, I was getting a like and blah 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 blah. All we're good. But once I got done with the inauguration, I got off the inauguration about the second day. I'm asking you the tough questions because I'm not playing no games when it comes to these politicians, because yet you are a black mayor. You're not the first, neither are you the first mayor. You're in another mayor in that powerful seat, because the seat is very powerful. The question is, a lot of these weak, spineless leaders, particularly these black ones, they don't use the power to their benefit for the black community, benefit others, but they don't benefit the community. So this is why we talk about politics. We have been talking about it forever. And so this is not our first rodeo to talk about Brother Jason. We have talked about leaders in Michigan. We had the youngest state representative, Joel Jones. He was the youngest state representative in the country at the time. And we interviewed him on the show. We had the youngest mayor in the United States. We had the youngest mayor of the United States out there in Tennessee. The youngest mayor in the United States. And he was on our show. And when people, he was the first one on our YouTube channel, and we had interviewed that brother because we loved to interview that brother, and I will never stop interviewing people. Mayor Jalen Smith, the youngest mayor in Earl, Arkansas. We interviewed that brother. So check my resume. Stop listening to my critics that only come when I talk about celebrity gossip and when I drag their favorite creator. They're not here when we interview Mayor Jalen Smith. They're not here when we interview the youngest state representative out there in Michigan, Joel Jones. They're not here when we interview brothers that are running for public office. They're not here for that. They only here for the mess. So be careful where you're getting your info from about me, because I always rule you back. Were you here for that video? Most of them are not. They only here when we drag in certain folks. Amen. So again, I am endorsing the beautiful, my brother Jason Lee, and I urge everybody in District 6 that you're eligible to vote for brother Jason Lee. All right? Do it, because it can change your life. And when you vote for brother Jason Lee, participate in every meeting. Participate. Go to every single meeting. Brother Jason, once you become a councilman, Jason Lee, continue to go to the community. Continue to have meetings. Continue to spread what you are doing. Because one of my criticism, and I believe what you said is so true, Brother Jason, when you did an interview, because I have done my research. I've done my research, you know what I'm saying? I don't like just talking about people no more without doing my research. I gotta do my research. And baby, it's real easy because there's a search thing called their social media pages. You ain't gotta do all that digging. You ain't gotta go to a public library and read no encyclopedia. I definitely am definitely that way. Okay. Okay, now I do want to bring up what Jason Lee is saying. Give me one particular second, because I got to talk about this. We're going to get into the mess. And so I'm so glad that we got a show that we can just do what we want to do, Brother Paul. And we ain't got to worry about production over there at Fox Soul telling us to wrap it up. It's so good being an owner. You ain't got to have production wrapping you up, and and we ain't got to do all that. We can just talk as for how long we want to talk. And that's one thing I can say, Brother Paul, of being an owner. And sometimes I want to say this before we get to bringing up what Brother Jason have to say. I ain't got to worry about working on somebody else's establishment. I have complete creative control. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you'll be looking at other people and you be like, well, I want to work on this entity. I want to be on this network. You do know you got to conform to their rules. Amen. You got to conform to their rules. So let's pull up Brother Jason, because we seen other people go over there to Fox Soul and have flopped because they went over there being colorist, woman hater, didn't care about if you were abused, laughed at it, laughed at it. So they got a rule up and a rule awakening. And they just went there very ignorant and was shocked because we didn't. They was embarrassed. They got really, really embarrassed. And shout out to my dear sister. I love her so. Claudia, she did give us a shout out. Paul, you do want me to say that she did give us a shout out. I think 2 shout outs she did. She said that live on Fox Soul. Okay. Give me a second. Let me pull this video up. So this is why I want to show y'all what Jason Lee said. I'm on a screen share so you all can see this. Y'all bear with us. Give me a second. I want to see this. Look at Brother Jason out here working. We gotta do. We gotta show y'all.
Get all your text, emails, and phone calls about it. And so tonight's forum is really, really important. Now, last time we had a forum for Reinvent South Stockton, the Vice Mayor, Kimberly Wormsley, who's running to Earn Your Trust, said that she didn't know about it. She wasn't invited. And on the same night, she was on the east side, meeting with people. What up, South Stockton, Western Ranch, and all of Stockton? Look, as you know, tonight is the debate or forum, whatever you want to call it, for the Reinvent South Stockton Coalition. That is an organization that's led by Black folks to help people in South Stockton and Western Ranch have a better life experience. You know, homelessness is a big issue. It's actually the #1 issue in Stockton right now, specifically in South Stockton. I read about it every day on the message boards. I get all your text, emails, and phone calls about it. And so tonight's forum is really, really important. Now, last time we had a forum for Reinvent South Stockton, the Vice Mayor, Kimberly Wormsley, who's running to Earn Your Trust, said that she didn't know about it. She wasn't invited. And on the same night, she was on the east side, meeting with people who can't even vote for her about getting reelected instead of coming to talk to you. So she said that she didn't get an invitation and they proved that she was lying. Well, listen, I don't know whether she knew or didn't know. Sometimes people, they distort the facts, but I'm going to just be very clear about my intention with this video. It's to make sure that she sees it. So I'm going to tag her right here below to let her know that, Kim, you know that homelessness is the #1 issue affecting all families. We know that the housing crisis and people being able to afford housing in South Stockton and Stockton in general is an issue. So now you have to do what I'm going to do, like I've done to every forum, is pull up and tell people what your actual plan is so that way them and their kids and their families can live better lives. That's what you owe people. So to not show up, to be missing, shows that your vote from them should be missing on election day. Now I'm doing all the work to earn the vote, and I'm showing people that I'm going to work the way I campaign, and that's hard as hell. But what's not hard as hell is to find the information, because I'm going to drop it below. So just so you know that this isn't just another campaign video, I'm going to let them ask you. Yeah. Pull up tonight. Information's below. Bye.
All right. So that is Brother Jason, and that regard telling Kimberly Wormsley to pull up because she have reached out and said that, you know, she have said she didn't know, blatantly lied. She don't want to go there and stand up there with Brother Jason and go there and stay there with Brother Jason. She didn't want to do that. But nevertheless, this is Brother Jason. This is the office that is going to open up in South Stockton. Now, mind you, we have came out and we said it verbatim that he should bring the business to South Stockton, his business, his office, part of it, and it's going to open up in South Stockton. So this is yet an example of keeping it real. He's opened it up. We criticized him. We was very critical of him. I said, hey, you don't have that business in South Stockton. And he definitely did it. His campaign have came through. He have came through. And when you're the boss, he orders they open up an office there. So it was amazing that brother made sure to open that office up there in South Stockton. So again, he's also going to do coffee and meet his potential, meeting the voters and meeting the people and folks giving their ideas and etc. So that is amazing. So when people say Jason's not doing a job, we are debunking that misinformation. You're going to come here and get the facts directly from Brother Jason's mouth. So hopefully they live stream that forum tonight. Hopefully Jason Lee campaign, please live stream it. Tag me in it if y'all are there. Tag me in it. And so really tag me in that verbatim. Tag me in that because I would love to see it. Because I saw the other forums of that was going in. With Brother Jason, I can tell when a person is not prepared. Jason is prepared. Yes, he's prepared. Kimberly, you got to do it, sis. You already know it exists. Don't act like it don't exist. You already know it exists, child. Okay, go and do it, Kimberly. Go and do it, all right? Mr. Wiley, you live? I love Chicago. I live in a beautiful Chicago. I love Chicago. That's my home. I love it here. And I have an international show where we can talk about what's going on in California, New York, Mississippi, Alabama, all over. And so just because I live in Chicago, Illinois, I will always talk about Blackness and those that are doing good for the community. And that's something why I love her for everybody that have been sending me information all over the community. These beautiful sisters and brothers that have been sending me over. Can you cover this? Can you cover that? And I love that you all have been awesome. And so it's been great. And that's why I will continue to talk about this. And when you own and operate your own stuff, you can bring 34 minutes into this local race. Other shows are not going to do that. But on this show, we made a commitment to talk about policies. We did a press conference. We attended a press conference / rally, and we came prepared, right? Only thing we ain't bring is the mics, Paul. We got to make sure we do that. So we got to go to Dallas and pack all that up. And we got to finish packing in Dallas because we're going to be putting out too much notice in to be done with that. Because we resident here. We done with all that, but we ain't want to break no leak. Anyway, but we got to pack our mics up. So when I'm out on the road, I have my mic where I go. I just need to keep it on me just in case something pop off. I can plug it up so it could be great sound, beautiful sound. But welcome, y'all. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Now we got to move on because we got some other topics to get into, baby. When I tell you, don't forget me and Couture Bay gonna be in Vegas, April 26th through the 28th. All right. And I told her sister today, she said, well, I'm not going to be able to come. Would you donate so I can have a good time? To my Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28 Zelle Wiley Show at gmail.com. I have a good time for you because she said she had anxiety. She can't be out in crowds, but I have a good time for you. So we'll be at the Palace Station Hotel Casino. That's the meetup spot. And then we going to be partying. But when I get to that hotel in that casino, I'm gambling, drinking, dancing. Okay. You probably have to just drag me out of the club and all that, because you probably got to just drag me out. I want to dance with all kinds of creators. Even content creators say they don't like my guts. You gonna love me, okay? Some of y'all think y'all ain't gonna. You really gonna love me. I didn't slim down. I smell good. You really gonna love me. But yeah, let me get that. Well, let's wait. Don't let that paper towel up on me, Paul. Woo! I told you to bring. Just trying to wipe all that on me. Hold on, y'all. Wait. So we definitely gonna have a good times. Even content creators that don't like me don't really love me because they just look at the public persona and all that stuff. I'm a teddy bear. I'm a beautiful brother. Don't take what I say on the internet to heart. The only person that should be want to run up on Brother Wiley, let's be honest. Only one person, and that should be Armon Wiggins. Honestly. He should be the only one coming up there, running up on me, embracing me with a hug. That's it. And his man Pop should be bringing up some popcorn, soda, and 3 Hennessy shots with Red Bull. And for anybody, and since my girl, the DA, Miss Willis, she can go ahead and bring me some Grey Goose. In honor of her, we're going to be drinking some Grey Goose. That's the only one. The rest of y'all, just stop it. Don't come. I got to say this. Don't come to act ignorant because you're going to embarrass yourself. We have veterans, people that work in the military, and these people are trained to deal with stalkers. Please don't do that. Don't come embarrass us, especially if you don't live in Vegas. Why would you? Let me just say this. I got this on my chest. Why would you drive for drama and mess when you will be, quote, outnumbered, embarrassed, with a record? And some of y'all already got a record. I just don't understand that. Why would you risk getting a new charge? That means you going in violation of your probation. Chat, I just don't understand it at all. Okay, don't go there and embarrass yourself because the cameras will be rolling. We already have your government name. You will be embarrassed. You already got a record. Why add on a federal offense? Last time I checked, disabled. I'm disabled, and I'm a veteran. I got my BDD 224. I'm a veteran. So you already going to lose. And so I don't want that. They're going to record it, and it will be well documented. It will be even greater than Armon Wiggins. Don't you think, Paul? It will be way greater than that because I'm a superstar and a star. But one thing about the Armon Wiggins, there will be no kind of, it will be all legal. It will be a good legal. It will all be legal. Again, we will not link up with you at no sandwich shop because what Armon Wiggins did was a failure, major failure, weakness. We will not sit there and meet up at no sandwich shop. Not doing that. I'm not Armon Wiggins. He just weak. That's why that spinal cord is twisted up right now like a tied up, nappy-headed braid, a nappy braid. So that's how we don't do weak stuff over there, okay? We don't do that at all. My DD20 is a DD24, whatever it's called. I know I got me a lot of paperwork from the military. I am a veteran. I put on that uniform. When I put on that uniform and I swore it out, baby, I'm a veteran. You can really check my record in the Army. It's a very small career, but it's a career. When I step foot, give me a second. I wish I can 1, 2, 3, 4. Step foot off that bus, and I step foot on Fort Bennett, Georgia. Step foot, put on that uniform, done those cadence. I am a veteran, and I'm disabled. So even I don't care if it's a small career. Some of y'all had a little small stuff too, and children came out of that small. And children came out of that. It still happened. It was just small. So again, don't try it. Okay, the media will be there on standby. Media will be there. And you will be embarrassed. You will be greatly embarrassed, and will be federally charged All charges will be pressed, and all charges. You know what I'm saying? It would be worse because some of y'all need that. I remember VS, and I love this sister dearly. She committed a vicious crime. She sat on a woman, and this is what I got to say this humbly. I got to say it. This woman sat on a woman, hit her hit her with a slab of bacon, a sausage, and an IHOP pancakes. What happened after she did that? She was banned off the internet for 3 years. Couldn't even do a tweet. She couldn't do a TikTok. She couldn't do a Snapchat. Because like I told that woman, I said, once she did a crime, that's going to be the end for her for an era. And she ain't going to do none of that stuff. So anybody in the beef sector, if she ever tried, baby, it's a whole blueprint of her getting removed, and she got a record. So all that biting that she doing, you better make sure it's legal, because, baby, you in Virginia, and, baby, they got you in the system, and we know how to work through the system. So let's be all, let's not play no games. Okay, that's because we got it. Well, we got it. I'm gonna tell you that right then and there. Okay, because we are definitely in the system, and we love you guys because we definitely here in the system. And I'm not playing no games. It's a YouTuber said so for stalking. It's a YouTuber sitting in jail for stalking on YouTube. You gonna go to jail, dummy. And some of you all never dealt with a criminal proceeding. I have. Everything you say on YouTube is recorded, stupid, and that helps that person. Dummy. Is this other Sylvia? What's her name? Sylvia. This stupid woman, dummy. She stalked another YouTube, got another criminal record. She's a R. Kelly fanatic, and she got arrested. You stupid and dumb. It was another woman that was doing something to her child and got arrested for that. So infamous Sylvia, whatever, stupid woman, because now you in handcuffs. You can't go live. You can't go viral. Don't let a viral moment put you with 3 hots in a cot. Don't do it, dummy. Because again, you will be charged, stupid. It won't be hard to track you down because you tell internet everything, dummy. Because you're already in the system, stupid. So you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. Now, when you do that, now you and you're gonna get you in a lot of trouble. It's sad that a YouTuber in jail because you're doing dumb stuff. That ain't the first time that lady got arrested. She got arrested because she was doing crazy stuff with the R. Kelly stuff. You doing too much. Just be the blogger. Who want to get a criminal record? I can tell you, VS regret every day having a felony on a record. That means she can't get certain programs. That means she can't get certain jobs. She got to be on the internet. She got to sell weave. She got to sell perfume spray. She got to go to China and get Chinese shirts and sell it for $20 to get a profit, because she can't work back as a security job as security because she got a whole felony. She's a felon. So, and she took the charge. So people that sit there and all that rule ride, yeah, you got the 1,000 people who you got arrested and got thrown in jail. They abandoned via. All of them did. The QI critical, not thinking. All of them abandoned her. Every one of them. Mess with the Nest, abandoned her. Didn't donate $1. She sat there and she suffered. So, of course, she could take it out on me. Of course, me and that woman won't sit at the same table because she got arrested. Because I told that black senior citizen, Shireen, that got slapped with them pancakes and a biscuit, go file charges. She put hands on you. She sat on you. And I said, baby, she put it on tape. Let the camera roll. And that's why she got the 3 years, couldn't be on internet, and a felony. And that's the sad part about it. Because she put it on video. Oh, I'm VS. Said her name. All on the video is going to ring forever because she allowed that beef sector, her being a queen of a sector, get in her head. You know, that same sector, turn against her and work with the authorities, get her arrested. You down for that? You take that L, and you take that L, and you got a whole felony on your record. Susie, VS, TS, it was all a flop. So now you got to get in this sector, that sector, and all that type of, because you can't get a McDonald's job. Now with that fella, they don't want you flipping burgers. You got to kidnap and charge on your rocker. They ain't gonna want you to fill up with a burger. You can't be working at Burger Hey, you working at Burger King, can I take an order? You gotta kidnap and charge on your record. You was in jail and sat there, couldn't even get bailed out. At least when we was in jail, we sat there for a good 24 hours. We got bailed out soon when the bail bondsman, because we this is our first offense. Bail bonds, and we didn't hit nobody with no books or no pancakes. We just destroyed the little computers. Look, we threw up a little books in the air. Nobody was physically harmed. We didn't settle the librarian. The library was able to run out of that library free, including the security guard, the white security guard. And so we didn't set on nobody. We just threw a couple of books in the air, seen where it landed. Puka, here's the good, but it destroyed. The window got busted. And now that beautiful library is remodeled. Top leading high-speed computer, the best computers ever in the whole Dallas, Texas library system. The best computer, the best desk, the best glass. Paid by Brother Wiley. It's paid by me, and the producer paid by me. I paid for it. That was part of my restitution, amen? But VS got a kidnapping. Hers was violent. She sat on a senior senior citizen. Here you is interviewing a stalker. Girl, have several seats interviewing a stalker. Baby, that stalker, some should have went through that nappy afro of his, and some should have said, baby, this is a warning. If I do something to Brother Wiley, I'm going to be banned off the internet. I'm not even going to be able to send my family a cash app or Zelle or Venmo. Be careful. Don't allow the internet get you banned and thrown in federal prison. And you should have took that warning from VS, because the woman got off the internet. She was banned. So all that talking she talking, better make sure it's done legally. You better not sit on nobody, and you'll be thrown back in that Virginia jail with them white folks. And that's what she said it. So I just feel like when you sat in that interview, some should have just done, or you shut up. Then you send out threats online. The same way VS sent them threats out online. So when she sat on my moderate, senior citizen, Sharice senior citizen, slap her with that piece of bacon, knocked her unconscious, set on the kidnapping. And all the videos that VS was terrorizing the sector, it bite her in the butthole. They use all that. The restraining orders from restraining orders, Greasy 5A. Baby, they got all the Sean Bradley lawsuit, harassment charge. It added up. They said, this woman don't even need to be on the internet. Do you know how dangerous you got to be banned for YouTube? Not even Poon is banned from Twitter and YouTube. Woo! Talk back to me in the chat, y'all. So it just really something. Anyway, I just want to just tell you, look at VS story. You don't see her going no IHOP sitting on nobody. Only thing you don't see her do, I'm in this sector, I'm in that sector, I'm on this sector, that sector, interviewing people, talk about old storylines and the women that want to sleep with you, but you shouldn't give no women no to your yoni. Clink it up, put a lock on it. Because when you went to jail, sat in that jail for months, only person that tried to help you should get that yoni to is Blue Skies. She was not Blue Skies. I'm so sorry. Not Blue Skies. I'm so sorry. What's the lady name? Not Blue Sky. That's my moderator. What's the other lady name that we love? What is her name? That moderator. Somebody texted to me. Oh man, she had a purse. Not Mother Beverly. What's the lady with the purse? Oh Lord, what is that lady name? I haven't had that lady name in my lips a very long time. What is that lady name? Give me a second. What's that lady name? Oh, I can't think of her name. She's a senior citizen. She worked over there with TSCC. She was trying to raise money for it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, not Mother Beverly. Oh, Lord, what is her name? But there's only one that was there. And Bless Walkers. That's who it is. You better tell me Bless Walkers is the only one you should be giving that yoni to. Because Bless Walkers was the only one with that cartoon voice, and she was about 77. She was the only one that was raising, using her Social Security check, using the people in the nursing home and the senior citizen places to raise the funding for VS. Only one you should get that yoni to. The only one you should be giving a lap dance to is Bless Walkers. You should be giving her the Mercedes Susie Cordone experience. The only one you should be on the pole doing backflips and 12s and the pancake special is Bless Walkers. You're the only one that sat there and was donating to your cash app. Rest of them, nope. They sat there and they laughed. Talk back to me in the chat. So, humbly speaking, I just had to talk about that. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but I just got to talk about it. Oh, I just got to talk about it. Now, we're going to move on. God bless you. We got to go over to another segment. All right. Give her the pancake spelled with butter. You should be on that pole with hot butter on your body. All right. So we're going to talk about Oliver, if y'all don't mind me talking about Oliver. Hey, man, I don't know if y'all know who these people are, but we're going to be talking about Oliver here, and I want y'all to see this very quickly in this particular segment because we broke a story, and we want to thank my producers. My future boyfriend, he don't know it because I ain't got enough money to date him. But my future boyfriend, future husband, future everything, brown sugar in my coffee. A story was sent to me, and exclusive Oliver Twist claims unpaid dues from TS Madison and Beyonce. So why is I'm putting Oliver and putting TS Madison in the same sentence and Beyonce? Because Oliver, TS Madison, former employee, is out spilling tea. This brother came out, and I want you all to go out and read this on WileyTheTroll.com. Moderators, make sure you get that article so that people can read it or read it and everything. But it's something that my future boyfriend sent me in my DM, which was amazing. It was so amazing that he sent me that in my DM here. And I didn't know what was going on. So give me a second. I want to read it. I want to make sure because we did tag Oliver and make sure y'all send Oliver the link. And maybe we can get Oliver on the show here because he did talk about this. So this ain't nothing I made up. This is something he posted. Oliver went on his Instagram and he said this quote. I created the TS Madison sequence sample in Cozy by Beyonce off the Grammy Award winning album Renaissance. So because he asked a question, what is your contribution to society? So I want to go in the comments here. Now, mind you, somebody asked, quote, are you getting royalties? No. All right. So they said T.S. Madison and Oliver going back and forth. Mind you, I couldn't see T.S. Madison stuff because we black and I did not have my troll phone. My troll phone was in the bunker. So I'm at the war room in the situation room. So before I was able to get that, I contacted my producers and they did send over what Oliver and the Oliver and T.S. Madison exchange. Okay. Okay. So I want to read this part. And Oliver said this. And just so we are clear, Beyonce and her team owe me nothing and did nothing wrong to me at all. We love and respect the Queen Bee. This post was not to call anyone out, lies. This was to share a true page out of this black gay boy's artistic journey, like so many other creatives on the internet who talk about their past work and accomplishments. While you're here reading, everyone register to vote and go check for cancer in your bodies, please. F cancer and no, I don't have it. This is T.S. Madison, Oliver, former employee. Said, quote, Oliver and T.S. doesn't owe you anything either, and always wishing you well in your endeavors. Okay. This is Oliver response. Let's read. This is Oliver at T.S. Madison. We have spoken already. You doing all this has created what's going on under this post. I was ignoring all the comments, baiting for this to happen. I don't entertain each and every comment. It didn't catch a life until you came defending yourself when literally no one said anything about you on or not being anything. I'll be calling you shortly because you know this ain't my style at all, especially when it's really didn't have to be. This is TS Madison. She said, quote, at Oliver Twist, you're right. It didn't have to be. However, the comments you did respond to alluded to me having to step in and defend my name. Notice you didn't tag me in the post. However, I was woke up to it from mutual friends. And this is said, this is Oliver. When did we start tagging each other posts? And this is my page. This is TS Madison at Oliver, quote, I didn't need you to tag me. What I said was, it was sent to me. I know it's your page. Thanks for adding the song. And so I want to say this. First and foremost, Oliver, you is a liar. Let me tell you what you lied. You are pissed financially. You have not garnered a damn dime, a penny, a peso, nothing from the Cozy record. You recorded it. You produced the everything that TS Madison did. You was a part of it. You should have gotten paid. See, the problem with Oliver, he's weak because you want to be messy. TS Madison called you out. This is your time, my brother, to come out and call it what it is. You didn't get paid. They said you're getting the royalties. No, you deserve a check. And stop kissing the butt of Beyonce. They owe you too. See, if you want to be taken care of financially, my granny used to say, a closed mouth don't get fed. You know T.S. Madison didn't pay you. This ain't the first time that T.S. Madison withheld payments from you, brother. On We TV, on the T.S. Madison Experience, you sat in her living room at the chateau and said that you was behind on your rental payments. And your biological mother that birthed you had to go in her pocketbook and pay your rent. Not your gay mama, T.S. Madison, that would have said, no, I fought for this money. I'm not giving you a damn dime. She said that in the T.S. Madison Experience. But your biological mother stepped in and paid that rent so you can still stay in that apartment. Talk back to me in this chat. You knew T.S. Madison did you wrong. That's why you don't work with her. She don't like to pay folks. She paid people cheaply. And you got tired of being pimped out for free. You got tired of being pimped, your skill, your graphics, and you didn't get paid fairly. Now you can say, I did get paid. No, you didn't. You know you didn't get paid fairly. You know you are pissed that Beyonce is thinking T.S. Madison, I thank Beyonce. I thank Queen B. But what she should have said, I want to thank my graphic designer, my gay son, Oliver, for creating the graphics and the style, the script. She didn't say that. Be careful when people are silent, when they know they done wrong. Okay? I'm pissed for you because it's inequality. That's why I'm pissed. Call that black woman out because she needs to be called out so she can be called up. She mistreated you. She called you, excuse me, because I'm like a preacher, everything coming out. She mistreated you. She didn't pay you. She pimped you out for your graphics. She pimped you out for your graphics. She pimped you out for your graphics. She pimped you out. Now, bear with me. Because when I'm going in from the mouth, I'm coming from a devil like T.S. Madison, because they ain't nothing but the devil. Pimping out educated Morehouse young gay man for their skill and pimping out. But this ain't the first time she pimped out. She got a website that she pimped out. These youthful butch queens made millions off their naked bodies, and they still didn't get paid fairly. Talk back to me in the chat. Only thing that she paid you back for her mama and that chicken pot roast, fried chicken. Baby, Miss Mary, you can keep your chicken. You can keep your pot roast. Just pay me what I'm worth. She didn't do it. She sat on Tamron Hall, act like she made Maddie in the morning. Yeah, you sat there, but the intro got Oliver all written all over it. Don't sit there. Tell these folk that you've been mistreated. Don't you walk all over me unless you a bottom, but don't be a bottom on this. Sometimes you got to be a top and say, wait a minute, TS Madison, woman, you out of order. You didn't pay me. And sue her. Take her to court. Get Bean Crump. Get Johnny Cochran lawyers. Get whoever to defend you. She mistreated you. She did that, and she sat there, and she knows she did it. That's why she sat in that platform. And went my mutual. No, you saw that. You know you mistreated that man. That brother is crying out. And sometimes we got to sit there for Brother Oliver and stand for what is right. He got tired of working for free. Who want to work for free? Nobody. Not nobody with good common sense. Because last time I checked, you can't pay your rent with clout. You can't pay your light bill with clout. You can't pay your water bill. You can't even get a dish cut from Walmart and Walgreens with clout. You can't even buy condoms from Walmart with clout. Never. I've been in the store for 33 years. Never have a cash register said, sir, we accept clout. Never! They accept credit, debit, cash, not clout. So when I saw that, I had to stand up for my brother because it was the right thing to do to stand up for my brother because my brother is crying out for help. He may not know it yet because he may not strong enough to say it. You was not paid fairly. And you answered the question, do you get any royalties? No. Right then and that, TS Madison need to write the check. You is living and eating the fruit of the labor of Oliver. And let me tell you how much I'm a fan of Oliver. Because TS Madison remodeled the basement, and it was an echo sound in the basement. Amen? And it was an echo sound in the basement. And Oliver studied, because he is a wizard in his business, he studied how to work with the audio. And he cleaned it up so it can sound better instead of it having that echo sound. You know, when you move in, ain't no furniture, that sound just echoed. And that brother did that. That brother made the graphics of TS Madison. There's a viral meme that TS Madison, when she closed the van door, one of her team members, I don't know if it was Oliver, taped that. When they travel around the country, Oliver was right there editing and video and everything else. And I just want to just say it what it is. Oliver sat there and he was right there with TS Madison. But the problem is he wasn't paid fairly. Oliver rates probably is, but this is my gay mother. He need to be charging good prices. Now, when we offered Oliver a job to work on the Wiley Show, we put it on, we sent him an email. He respectfully declined. Now, mind you, we didn't pay Oliver with clout. We didn't say, Oliver, I want you to work on the Wiley Show for clout, like these other celebrities, pimp him out for clout. We offered to pay this brother to work with our platform. And really, we would have worked for his rates. If he'd have said 50, 100, 200, we would have worked doubles to pay him. But he stayed committed to TS Madison. You know what she did to her people? You know what she did? She dumped him. She stole from him and took his creative sauce, used it, won a Grammy, and didn't even thank Oliver. You didn't thank Oliver. So why should Oliver tag you in a post? Sit down with your foolish self. Tell your mama to open up that Bible so you can get on your knees and repent and apologize what you did to Brother Oliver. You know you treated that brother wrong. How dare you sit there and stand up for Monique and Lee Daniels? And Lee Daniels didn't sit there and edit your platform, Brother Oliver. You stood there and did right, but then you're dogging out your gay son. I speak to your shame in that lace front. Hashtag pay Oliver Twixt. You need to pay that brother Because you wrong. You didn't pay him. He said it. Do you get royalties? No. You want to get a check. Pay that brother that money. He already worked on chasing Atlanta for free. That's why chasing Atlanta, they got to shut down. Folks get tired working for free. It's hard working for free. They got to buy makeup. They got to make sure they clean, smell good, open up their apartments, open up their condos. Some got to open up their Airbnb because they don't have an apartment. You got to make sure you clean. You got to rent car to pretend like you got a car, and you ain't getting paid a dime. Them black folks on chasing Atlanta, they got tired of working for free. You're going to get tired slaving, working on the network for free. And they start dragging Dario. They start dragging the producers because you're tired of working for free. You understand? You're going to get tired because TS Madison was a streetwalker. She did not give that bread basket for free, that pot roast behind that pot roast. She didn't give it up for free. She walked the streets. She had a price. And if you didn't pay her, she'll go in that purse or in that chest. There's going to be some problems. So I just had to say that. She made sure she got paid. So when I saw that with Brother Ollie, of course he ain't going to come on the show. I'm too real. He can come on the show, but you said it on the Instagram. You said it. So you want me to talk about it. It was on your post. He screamed for Brother Wiley to talk. Who gonna talk about it? I talk about it because I know TS Madison ain't gonna come for me like she come for these black women. It ain't gonna work. I got a wheelchair. I got me a Bible. I got plenty of wigs. I can bounce it up and down. I can be TS, my put it across eyed Tiva. So you ain't gonna be able to try that with Brother Wiley. Try it with these other women, but you ain't gonna be able to try it with me because you was wrong. You know you was wrong. You know you need to pay Oliver. You guilty. You wrong. Talking about then you had the audacity to post on your YouTube. Give me a second. We're going to read what T.S. Madison posted on her YouTube. She need to pay Oliver. She knows she need to pay. And I'm going to reach out to Beyonce. People say, can y'all write Oliver a check and cut me in for being the mediator? Amen. Because if Larry Reid could be the mediator and find fake victims of TD Jakes, I could be the mediator and to help him get his check. And Oliver, if you do get your check, give me 10%. Amen. But anyway, T.S. Madison wrote a post. She said, Libras or something, we quiet. Don't take my quietness for weakness. You is a selfish woman and you need to pay your staff. Your staff is tired working for free. Vincent, that's why he left. He got tired of working for pennies. Come out there to have your own platform. How you gonna be able to pay a staff and be on Larry Reid level when you getting paid pennies? You ain't no immigrant. You a Morehouse man, a graduate. You ain't no immigrant, Oliver. You a Black American. You want to get paid. And the question should be, why did Oliver and T.S. Madison break up? I can put my loose eye, my twisted leg, my bipolar meds, I put it all on deck. He left her because the money got funny. Amen. I can guarantee you that. Baby, when them emails and them texts come out, it was money. I can put my loose eye, my twisted leg, all of my 12 years of bipolar medication, all of my prep medication. I can put it all on the line to say T.S. Madison didn't pay that man. She knows she didn't pay Oliver, and Oliver knows it. That's why he jumped in the chat, because we the only black man that's standing up and crying loud to T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison, pay Oliver Twist his coins. Hey, that money got funny. And Oliver got tired of faking it. You come out better working for Dr. Heavenly. At least, hopefully, you get paid by Dr. Heavenly. Your rates, you should never be. Baby, Oliver should have so much money in his bank account. The man got talent. Sometimes it ain't good to lead in that I'm gay. Man, I'm an entrepreneur. These are my rates. This is my, and you got the skill set, baby. He should have so much money, he should have a driver. Baby, his account should be $300,000 should be sitting there. That's how skillful this brother is. Not only is he a good editor, he's a good producer. He knows the layout of stuff. And he's a good, he helped train her other team members. Oliver did that. Don't worry about that. He must have signed the NDA. I understand that. If he did sign one, you signed the NDA. But I didn't sign no NDA with a thief and a robber. I ain't signing. I rip it up to shreds. Tell this for you ain't been paid. I saying, because I know you ain't been paid. You already just said. Make me no different. You can sign an NDA all day long, get you a good lawyer, and sue a hind part. I ain't signed no NDA for TS, but the only thing she can do is block. But we blasted it on our website. That's the highest viewed episode post on our website. The highest view. So I sent it to everybody in Atlanta. I was all on Jack because I will be in Atlanta soon. I sent it all on my Jack. I had to let my side pieces know Big Daddy coming to Atlanta. But before I come to that, check out this story of TS. I ain't paying people. I sent it to them. They said, Kaya said TS Madison stole Miss Eva's stuff as well, and they were supposed to be besties. I didn't say that. Kaya said it. And Kaya also warned us about Larry Reid and Brother Vincent. We're going to get into that. Ooh, we fired up and ready to go. I know we are fired up and ready to go. I don't know about y'all, but when I tell you we are fired up and ready to go, I love you all dearly because you all have been there for us, and that's something that I love. Thank you so much. I know people has texted me all over the country talking about this TS Madison story. Man, I mean, they are texting me all over the country right now. Wow, and I love it. Now, we are going to switch gears. We're going to be talking about this story. We got some more stories to talk about. We ain't done. Make sure y'all share this getting hot at the close. Okay. Now, we got to talk about this story. Now, y'all already know Larry Reid, right? This man is a con artist, a allegedly con artist, false prophet. And this brother, Larry Reid, and he is a down low man. Brother Vincent, that brother was, his words was Larry Reid lover for 15 years. He was the bottom of the relationship. For 15 years, he was throwing it back. Got paid by Larry Reid, and he came out with an episode, shocked the internet by exposing Larry Reid and taking up for Levante. Post recordings, receipts of pastors getting it in. He's just been posting it all over about the Dookie Dungeon. So when he was exposing the Dookie Dungeon, I immediately said, this is something, right? 13 years, over a decade being a Dookie Dungeon. So eventually Larry didn't want to pay. According to Vincent, he said he finally believed Levante, and he felt like being a part of this Dookie Dungeon, he finally believed that Levante story is mirroring his experience, right? Only difference is he was an adult and Levante was a minor. So then also they talked about the guy from Trinidad exposing Larry Reid. And Vincent was saying, well, I'm going to do a Q&A. I mean, the video got 40,000 views, went viral, and Larry Reid came out with a statement, and he wrote a statement, and he said this on YouTube. I don't know if I still got it on the YouTube about this, and I want to make sure I read it if he did not delete it for it. Give me a sec. I don't know if he deleted it or not, but I don't know. But I remember he said something about a disgruntled employee and somebody disgruntled employee coming at him. But he didn't address the allegations. The brother had receipts. He refused to take a test, the H test. Ends with a V test. And it's an I in the middle. He refused to take that test live, refused to take it. the lover from Trinidad married Larry Reid's cousin, and Larry Reid said on tape, I'm gonna tell my cousin to get into a contract marriage. Hashtag contract marriage. Contract marriage. And got into the contract marriage, the guy from Trinidad, contract marriage. And the guy from Trinidad said on Armon Wiggins' best friend show, said that he gave me a superbug. He gave me 3 letters, infected my blood, and I gave it to my girlfriend from Trinity. He was his girlfriend, fiance, gave it the superbug to her. Okay? Gave it to her, his fiance. So all this is coming out, and everybody is scrambling. And then you had the witch. He got recorded. It ain't gonna work. And the reason why the witch, you're just outnumbered, it ain't gonna work. So my sources, they said, Wiley, Larry, I got a phone call. Larry on the phone, begging Armon. It was a phone call, baby. He had Armon on the phone. He had Storm on the, literally begging these people to go live and defend me. Armon, to his credit, he said, Larry, I don't want to get into that. That's kind of messy. Girl, I'm going to try to summarize. Armon was like, girl, this is kind of messy. I don't want to get into this, because Vincent came out with all the receipts. And then Storm was like, listen, I don't want to get into that. That's kind of Storm followed Armon. To their credit, they haven't came out. Now, they do come out because Larry is putting a number on it. Larry is willing to give money, and he's willing to fund it because the allegation is viewing. And so, but to Vincent, one of my critiques, and shout out to my colleague, the North Carolina Bee, and I love that brother so much. I asked a question too. Are you going to work with the FBI? He still didn't send no letter to the FBI. I sent the video to the FBI, to immigration, to the district attorney, to the police department, because I'm working on Levante, and I'm focusing on Larry Reid allegedly giving people super bugs and giving them the HIV, infecting people. Because they all said this man infected me with a super virus that I take medicine the rest of my life. That to me is criminal behavior. And I'm sending it to the people because Levante is the only one that filed a police report. And I urge my audience to call the Raleigh, the North Carolina Police Department, send a letter to the Attorney General, send it to the FBI, send it to the people, send it to the governor. We need to send it to. We got him fired. We got him fired from BET, but it should be an investigation. It should be an investigation. I urge you all to do it because these people's admitting that this man committed a crime, and it should start with Levante. And Levante should be encouraged to work with the authorities. I know you don't want to deal with it now, but baby is out. And now more and more people is really echoing and helping you out here. And we need to definitely do it because this is sick. It is sick. Because Larry Reid, unfortunately, according to the people, is sick and is criminal. Anytime you sleep with a 14, that is criminal. Anytime you tell a child to do that and you're an adult, that is criminal. So we must talk. Anytime you deliberately infecting people with the super bug and the HIV, that is criminal. And so we need to work with the authorities and send them videos to the FBI, immigration. I sent the cousin name. I got the cousin marriage certificate. Anybody that want it, email me. I will forward you the marriage certificate. This is proof that she defrauded immigration. She defrauded them. She got in a marriage knowing that you didn't love them, live in the marriage to defraud immigration. She needs to be charged. And once immigration come knocking on her, she's going to throw Larry Reid under the bus. Work with the authorities. Screw the YouTube. Work with the authorities. And send them people Vincent video where Vincent played the recordings that Larry told his cousin to get into a contract marriage. That's illegal. You can't defraud immigration. So I think, and this ain't the first marriage this year. This is the first illegal marriage because you did it for that man to get in this country. That's illegal. I believe that's fraudulent. I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm not a judge. But I believe it's fraudulent. I feel it in my gut it was fraudulent. But I did send it to immigration, and so they can definitely investigate. Because this is what these people, I ain't stunned what they talk about. Go to the authorities. You think I care about that witch? Baby, this is criminals. It's hard. See, Vincent, we still going to talk about you. Vincent came with receipts. And when Vincent came with those receipts, I said, he came with those receipts. So now we got some stuff to talk about. When you come with the receipts, this is why I can lay down, okay, I got it. Now we also got to talk about the evilness of Brother Vincent. The reason why I say this brother is evil, because you knew Larry Reid was doing this. First of all, the first sin you committed was giving him your cheeks, and he's a married man. That you was wrong right then and there. You committed a sin, and you sat in that woman's face, see her crying, see her hair falling out, her not eating, and you the part of that because you were screwing her husband. That's where you went wrong. I personally believe, I can't prove it, I personally believe that you knew about Levante. You didn't just find out a year or two ago. You've been knew it from day one. The reason why you stayed silent, because you was a part of the Dookie dungeon. You was giving it to Larry Reid. You was throwing that back and forth to Larry. So you knew about it. They knew when a crisis happened, Sir Marco said, let's get Vincent. You was a crisis manager behind the scene. Just because you're trying to do a rebrand and try to show your skills, doing a commercial, editing, talking like Larry, laughing like Larry, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But you a scammer too, because you lied and you still lied. Just admit you took up for Larry Reid. You discard Levante because you didn't want to give up the Larry Reid pin. You fell in love with Larry Reid, and you fell in love with that man's money. So you got mad because he did not pay you. Then you got all your, then that you want to tell the world because you will come out better creating your own entity. You already doing a rebrand, talking about I'm going to do spiritual counseling. You got a tarot card reader. You said you're going to do the interview. You want to be paid for the Stop saying these people you're going to do the interview for free. That's a damn lie. You're going to get paid for that interview. You'll be stupid not to. We in the same game player. You can lie to those black women, but you want to be paid. Whoever got the highest bidder, if I came with a check for $50,000, let you sit down, bring me off the street, you'll be sitting down there with that laugh, with that uneven rack of teeth, and you'll be sitting there doing that interview. Stop playing these games like you just shut up. You want to be paid. That's why you're baiting. When in the interview, I talk about you trying to hold the real stuff because you want to be paid to fund your operation. Now, you're doing commercials, you're funding this. I get it, girl. You want to start your own network. Baby, start it, child. I ain't mad at you, girl. Do it. I'm not mad. But the problem that I have with Larry Reid, the problem that I have with them is because the Dookie dungeon is crumbling. Because you got to spend so much money. You got to go to Patreon. You got to do the prophecy. You got to go do the prophecy with the poetic update with the bishop, with Bishop Bernard Joe. You got to do that, which is sick. What update? Baby, we need to talk about that Dookie update. Ain't nowhere in the world, Bishop Bernard Jordan, you just as evil. You gonna pay for that. That ain't nothing just because you can guess. Talk about that Dookie update. Talk about Dookie Gate. Baby, it's mess. You up there trying to feed these people spiritual stuff. And guess what? All them spiritual dollars went to not no condoms, because you got a Super Bowl, you weren't wearing that. Lubrication, oils, hot oil, trips, hotel rooms, draws. He like you a certain type of underwear, and Dookie. That's where your money going. Heartache, women getting infected, women losing their husbands, and y'all funding the Dookie operation. You're funding it with your coins. That's why you broke. You ain't got no prosperity, nothing. You just broke because you funding a Dookie operation. That's why you're constipated right now. You're funding Dookie. You come out better putting your money in the stock market. You come out better putting cash in a safe than to be given to the Dookie man. You funding Dookie. So you're funding it. All your hard-earned money you working at Walmart, nothing but Dookie. These men screwing with your money. You ain't blessed. You still got them swollen ankles. You still got that high blood pressure. You still working doubles and triples. Where your expensive car? Where your land? Where your horses? Where your hoes at? You ain't got hoes. Only hoes you got is in your panties and that dirty bro strap. You barely making ends meet to take your bastard babies in daycare. You still ain't got no husband. And your husband you got ever since you've been given to the Dookie prophet, you've been losing him to Dookie. You know you losing your man to Dookie. You done lost him. That's why you can't. That's why things ain't working right. You're funding into the devil's kingdom. That's why you'll come out better just keeping your money. Stop giving it to these wolves, these serpents, these snakes. You're giving it to a snake. When are you going to open up your heart? That's why you broke. Stop giving to him. Cancel your membership to the Patreon. I did it. Once I seen that Levante came out, that brother had his mama, had his brother. I told my team member, I woke her up. Edit this post. You know I was a special ed, so I want you to edit it. We are withdrawing our support to the Patreon. We withdrew it. We blocked Larry Reid. We ended our Patreon. We blocked him on Twitter. We blocked him everywhere. Because I didn't believe and agree with him screwing him out. When Levante came out of the darkness, I was able to look through that darkness and that sadness and that brokenness. I ended that. I canceled that membership and shared it publicly. And who helped Larry try to clean it up? Armon Wiggins. And that's why his spinal cord been twisted up ever since. He been in the dental office getting root canals because you was in the spirit. You let that man touch you. He infected that mouth, infected that spinal cord. And I hope him and Larry did get it to doing the bread basket and the Dookie Gate. Because ever since Larry left, his spinal cord, he had to get mouth surgeries. His spirit was low. Everything changed. Because you got there and you said, I believe you, Larry Reid. And ever since then, my back, my spinal cord, I'm weak, I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm in pain. I need another root canal. Ever since. Ain't been the same since. You sat there and you said, that man is innocent. And then finally, because I know you a Gemini, Armon, you sat there and you looked at the evidence. You watching. You don't want to touch that because you're going to end. He going to dry up them super chats and them secret cash outs and Zales he sent you. Keep you silent. That's why he sent you $300. That's just, I had a dream about you, Armon Wiggins. I'm going to send you $1,000. He ain't always talking dream. The dream he having is nothing but a wet dream and a Dookie dream, Pops. I'm warning you, Pops. This is Brother Wiley. I'm not a prophet, but in my spirit, because I hang around prophets. You know, when you hang around prophets, you hang around the church. Sometimes you do a little prophets because you just hung around there. Pops, watch out for your man. Watch out for your man. He'll take your man and infect him, and you make sure you get tested and wrap it up. Don't trust my man bringing Larry in the fold because he's going to hump you. He ain't funding you unless he going to hump. Come on, somebody. He flew down and see, this is why I speak to the witch Shane out there in the witch. That brother witchcraft don't work. He didn't even know that the man he humped, he got mad because he couldn't join the Dookie Fest with Storm and Armon. The man was pissed. He was pissed. He wasn't involved into the Dookie Fest. He wasn't part of it. He was watching it like we were watching it. Baby, they got too screwed, so they probably screwed because they couldn't get the equipment right. Now I've been watching Storm Road. He never unplugged the cord. It like they rushed, shirt uneven, sweating, unplugging cords. Yeah, it's hard to focus after you got to Dookie. After you got to releasing that juices. They couldn't even do it. The only thing they was able to talk about what they just got through doing before the cameras came on. Only thing they had to talk about was love making. That's it. Armon said, yeah, I got a boyfriend, but I gotta watch I gotta watch it all day before I screw Pops. He just starts mad and said, wait a minute. He wasted liquor, slurring over his words, and then gonna have to respond to Brother Wiley. It was just ginger beer. Wasn't no ginger beer. You think it was ginger beer when you turned that head, Probably something went in and dropped in that ginger beer. You thought it was some ginger. It probably was ginger in the molly making you want to holler. You thought it was some ginger in there. Man, you turn around. That's what he's rolling over, sliding down cords, getting unplugged. Anyway, so I say this humbly. I say it from my gut. Stop funding Dookie Fest. Stop funding people that say, I'm married, I love women, and blah, blah, blah. And then you're infecting people. It's coming out. If you believe Cassie, believe Levantre. Believe it. Only reason why nobody was able to come after Larry with stuff. Now, I do want to address this. Oh, help me. I want to address my brother Daryl. Me and Daryl have been going back and forth. He's been posting the library situation. He misspelled my YouTube name, but we saw because my audience is everywhere. My brother was very upset because a question came up about Daryl Moore. And Vincent said Daryl Moore did too much. And many people was upset that he said it. I want to respond to that. Give me a second. And I want to read this comment that someone said about Daryl under Vincent's video. This person said, Daryl Moore been after Larry since he and Marcellus was LRLers. Marcellus used to call Larry's show every day. And I want to say allegedly, right? I want to say allegedly. And you want to go on? Yeah, allegedly. Let's protect us because these people like to sue. And if they do sue, we're going to fight. You're going to be wasting. You're going to spend that money. You think, hold that thought, allegedly. But you're going to spend that money. That's a fact. Okay, LRL Marcellus to call Larry's show every day. When Larry wouldn't help him build a channel, they got mad. Daryl Moore began making videos and trashing Larry. This went on for 3 years. Then he went to Larry's house, took pictures outside, harassed Larry. He harassed the witch, KOM, Andrea Garrison, King Jives, the one that mother went and got arrested for fraud, and also God brother was infected, according to King Jives, was infected by Larry Reid. Miss Miko, it was bad. It was so bad, Larry took him to court and won. The guys he interviewed said Larry did that, but Larry said no. Daryl Moore started saying this more and more, and the agreement was he couldn't say Larry's name anymore. He was going so hard on Larry. He was doing credit check, pulling up driver's records, rental agreements, personal documents. To this day, all he talks about is Larry. It's kind of weird. That's what he meant by going too hard. I would say it's not he was doing criminal stuff. When Daryl started pulling up to that man's house, waving weapons, harassing, that was too much. You're doing stick on cold. Interview Levantre. Bring him on camera. Bring it. Daryl messed up. He didn't stack up that bread. He should have ran a GoFundMe. He wasn't smart. He did too much. He was broke. Didn't know how to get the bag. And he did too much going to that man's house. Because in the court documents, it wasn't that it was just the allegations. It was that they put in the complaint because we read it on the platform. The man pulled up to my house. He did. He threatened them, all that type of crazy stuff, right? So that's the part where Daryl went too far. And he knows that. Daryl went too far on that. I disagree with Brother Daryl. I called that man person. I said, brother, you were wrong. He did too much. I interviewed Daryl before all this stuff with Levantre. I said, why are you talking about the tax? Talk about other stuff, because Daryl is an actor. He have actor credits. He abandoned all that, just stuck with Larry. But there's nothing wrong with it. He got lucky because he talked about it. He got great interviews, but he said, I'm not going to put him on camera to protect the identity. That ain't no time to protect. Baby, you coming to the light. And when he did an interview with Tasha K, he said, Tasha, I ran out of money. I ran out of resources. Of course. You did too much, and your lawyer wanted to drop you. So you should have got the money when the people was giving the money. You should have stacked that money up. Man was going to Uber Eats. He was going to Walmart, FedEx, Uber Eats burgers, French steaks. You spending the legal defense fund. Anyway, so that's why they mean that Daryl went too far. Now, for me, in my humble opinion, I feel like Daryl should just don't mention Larry, because you made an agreement. You're going to get censored by the court. He got you. You agreed, you signed to it. You stupid. You signed to it. I ain't doing that. Everybody ain't no Daryl Moore. Because if Larry sue us, we will fight it. We will go to court and we will prolong it. Because you got to spend it. You're going to spend it. You're going to spend it. We can go to mediation. I have to go to mediation, Your Honor. Nope. I still want to go to trial. We're going to go to trial. Baby, if we go to trial, the lawyers, we're going to subpoena Levantre. All these people, we're going to subpoena them. Medical records. All these people words. Baby, you're going to fight it. You're going to have to spend some coins for Brother Wiley. And this ain't going to be no Daryl Moore, just private agreement. Nope. Because we didn't know how to chase to get a coin. If I was able to raise money for my criminal defense fund, I can raise some money from my civil fund. People will give for that because that's great entertainment. It's like funding a WrestleMania event. That's a great storyline, and they will fund it. So we got lawyers that we have anyway. But Larry, no, he's not going to sue. He didn't sue Tasha. He didn't sue Armon Wiggins' friend. He didn't sue Vincent. Because he know these people are going to fight me back. I'm used to being a big dookie bandit and go after people that's not going to fight back. Wife Lisa destroyed her. She ain't going to fight back. Levantre, he ain't going to fight back because I know he ain't. He don't have the skills. He don't have the street smart. He don't have the maneuver. So that's why he ain't suing these other entities. Baby, you got to sue Tasha. She should be the main one. Bishop Whitehead should be on there. We're going to fight it. Anyway, and that's the sick part of Larry. And I feel like that brother need deliverance. And I think he need be thrown in prison for the criminal behavior that Larry Reid did to Levantre. This is Levantre words. Allegedly, Levantre said he was violated. Go to Tasha K's platform. Speaking about Tasha K, she will be interviewing the Trinidad lover. They got infected with the superbug. He will be in the wine cellar on TashaKLive.com. Now, we will be watching it soon as it drops. We got our notebook. We got our phone. We're going to give you updates, and we will break it the Wiley way. We're going to break it down Wiley edition. And I told you she's going to interview. The reason why I credit Armon Wiggins' best friend, former best friend, he had a great idea. He just don't have a strong platform. And he's no longer friends with Armon Wiggins. He dragged Jaguar Wright. That would have worked if Jaguar Wright was the co-host. It would have got more viewership. No viewership, low engagements. Because that's the thing when you in that algorithm. I mean, it was a great idea. And I knew Tasha K was going to take the interview. And Tasha K shared it on her backup page and on her main page. That was a loss. And the reason why she shared us on her main page is because Armon Wiggins said, well, Wiley, she didn't share you on the main page. And to prove Armon Wiggins wrong, she shared me on the main page. That worked because you could play Armon. He's going to defend me. You didn't share Wiley on the main page. And she shared me on the main page multiple times. So, and she's been on the show multiple times, and we will be reviewing it, right? We got a beautiful thumbnail that's going to come out. We're going to review it. Make sure y'all donate so we can afford to pay the thumbnail guy. Hit the Cash App and the Zelle. Amen. If you donate to the Dookie Fest, you might as well donate to a platform with growth. Amen. Because y'all donate to Dookie Fest, send $800 million, 800,000, 500,000. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing with Armon Wiggins' best friend. This brother he just don't do it. He's a snooze test. Nothing against him. He just don't have it. I personally feel like he went against his best friend Armon and lost. Armon Wiggins destroyed him, made him look crazy. He didn't have it. He tried. He let the people put it back. See, this you got to be careful when people put it back in the back. And he missed Armon Wiggins. I got a phone call. He missed him dearly. I miss him. You let them women get involved with that relationship, dummy. You stupid. You try to do what Wiley does, baby. You knew Armon Wiggins when y'all was in the tub with a dirty ring around the tub eating Captain Crunch. Why would you destroy that? You should have took it and learned from Brother Armon. Just take it. You knew he was a superstar. So ain't nothing wrong with it. Just clean up ahead of him. He's the leader. Just take it. Why are you trying to be main character when you know you just a supporting cast member? You took it, let them black, obese, high blood pressure women destroy that friendship. And you regret it. You regret it. Then I got the Then he befriended, because Armon Wiggins got something you don't have. He got the looks, he physically fit, high definition equipment, and he got the clout. And he uses it just to make you look stupid. Here you is beefing with this nappy-headed stalker. Armon Wiggins made up with the stalker, took a picture with the man. And see, brother, you see how we had the nappy-headed stalker? He tried to get in Armon Wiggins and Wiley beef. Nope. I mean, the brother tried. I was going to open up me a call line. Well, I was going to come to and me, I met you at Vegas. He tried. But you ain't going to get it because Armon Wiggins and Wiley is co-stars. We main character. I hijacked that story. Stud that storyline. I like that woman in Saving the Last Dance. Let me go F this storyline up. I F'd it up. I hijacked it. And you couldn't infiltrate it. I'm too powerful. You got Armon. You got two alphas. One got a cockeye. One got straight eyes. And you couldn't infiltrate it. You felt like a stepchild. Just sit on the sideline. We going back and forth. You don't know Armon Wiggins. I don't know how to play mind tricks. He know how to play mind tricks with Brother Wiley. You couldn't do it. We got history together. You the new kid on the block. Get back in the back of the line, son. You've been demoted. You didn't do it right. Go back to the drawing board. See, just because you got graphics, just because you leave StreamYard, don't make you gifted in this sector. You got to know it, baby. And you got used. You did that. And you ran up on him. And he's, I'm going to run up on Wiley. I thought that man said he changed. Did he say he delivered? You ain't delivered nothing. You still cuckoo. Baby, you need to be in the hospital. If you keep going, that's what you're going to be. Because you can't keep running up on people. That ain't good. I mean, tell your son, you need to humble yourself. Don't take that Zeus moment. Zeus is not real life, because if you go get arrested, Zeus ain't going to be there to get you out. Neither Armon Wiggins. Don't let that Armon Wiggins boost that head up. You better get you a haircut and get you some wave grease and get you some common sense. Don't be stupid. Everybody ain't Armon Wiggins. Everybody ain't Armon Wiggins. So don't try it. So ain't no Armon Wiggins like that. That have several seats. You weak and a stalker. He called me a stalker. Where Armon Wiggins said, hold up 1 second. Did Armon Wiggins say stalker? He said it. Ding dong face. He said it. Who, me? Yes, you. He called you a stalker and still monetizing off the video. So you the one that made up. You made up too quickly and you didn't gain nothing from it. You lost. And if you had a main event with Armon Wiggins, right? And then you get downgraded down to talk about Wiley, you lost. You supposed to leave Armon Wiggins and run up on Storm. You downgraded. Now you about to run up on Wiley. You gonna lose. Baby, I'm the baby face. Baby, I'm on the come up. We only gonna win. Ding your face. We gonna win from that storyline. You gonna lose. We gonna limp away with the sympathy, the clout, the viewership. You gonna end up more charges, in jail, waiting to get bailed out, because you gotta get it bailed out on Monday. That's you. You gotta understand that. If you let Wiley trigger you, you ain't ready for the big boys. And then I got to say this because I got the credit to say it. How in the world you gonna say, brother, I'm in Hollywood? I'm in Hollywood. I know producers. I love talking to my content creators when they say that about their brother. I'm on the phone. I know producers. If he know all that, why he ain't on no set? The man didn't even finish college. He got arrested for impersonating a lawyer, and he started losing. Sean David Wade, that man don't know a good dentist to save his life, but he had a lawyer and beat that man. He lost. Ye made it say, I know legal code. He lost. Baby Sean David Wade neglected to spend that money on a new rack of teeth, got a good, strong lawyer, and sued that person and shut him down. You ain't run up on that. So understand, brother, you have lost. Just take the L. Stop coming to YouTube thinking this is Clubhouse. This ain't Clubhouse. You will get thrown in jail. You'll be sitting there with Sylvia. You better tell them that you're trans so you can sit there with infamous Sylvia. Tell them I'm TS Nappyhead. And you can sit next to infamous Sylvia. You say you bad, then you could be like the rest of them and screw people into prison and get them pregnant. So I personally want to say that I got to go on your spirit heart because you're on a terrible path. You should have learned from Armon Wiggins. It didn't help you grow. Now, I understand you pull up, you got 800,000 followers. You didn't get it. You didn't get it. Nope. It didn't make you go viral. It made Armon defended and blah, blah. It didn't make you get no clout. Your name didn't go in the title with Armon Wiggins. He posted you on the community wall. You know who people love to talk about? Armon and Wiley. We still being talked about. And guess what? We didn't run up on that man. We ran up on him in Fox. So in the chat, we didn't run up on him with no drink. We just done our job. We are a professional troll. It's levels to troll. You got the stupid stalker troll. That's you. You got the intelligent, wise, marathon troll. That's me. I know how to troll on the internet. And it's comedic trolling. It ain't me pulling up. When I'm going to pull up for Armon, we can throw a drink. First of all, I like to drink when I do drink. And only thing I pull up on, hey, man, can I get a picture? First of all, I would be starstruck because, just talking about Armon Wiggins is like chills go down my spine. Just talk about that man make me feel good talking about my brother. I feel like I'm at the candy store and I'm ordering the ice cream and it's real hot outside and I'm eating a chocolate ice cream, just talking about, make me think about ice cream with the sprinkles and the nuts on the ice cream. That just when I talk about it, I talk about it, just make me all feel like I want to ask somebody out, right? It just make me feel good. Oh, my brother. And so that's brotherly love. Anyway, but I'm not going to run up on that man and throw no drink. I'm not going to run up on that, burn his records. Y'all do that. I'm going to run up. It's going to be when you see me meet up. Hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, I'm not the one. Hey, the podcast chair. Hey, okay. Hey, let's do the robot. Hey, let's do the chicken head bounce up. Hey, let's do the Donald Trump. Hey, okay. Hey, the B&B squad, the producer, the bass squad. You're going to be seeing me in that dancing because the camera's going to be rolling because I'm a celebrity. I'm a superstar. But I'm going to be starstruck. That's my favorite celebrity. He's like my Nicki Minaj. He's the coffee. He's the cream. In my coffee. So that's what I love. So I can talk about it forever and I can drag him. And shout out to my favorite celebrity and I love him dearly. That brother posted on his YouTube. This is how we communicate. We got each other blocked. Well, he got me blocked, right? I'm blocked, right? He's the celebrity. You know, I'm the fan, brotherly fan. And that brother got up and he posted on his community. Let's see if it's still up. Because, you know, these people like to post and delete. Child, they like they Nicki Minaj. Let me go. Community wall. They like to post and delete. So give me a second. They like to post and delete. So let me see if it's still up. I think it's still up. Oh, no, he deleted it. So Armon wrote a post. He said, why ain't nobody talking about Fox Soul? Oh, because I'm not on there this week. And I said on my community wall, because I'm responding to Armon Wiggins. We don't do no post and delete, but I caught the message, right? So I post on my community wall. Let me see if I can go back because I don't like posting and delete. I like people to see because I stand on business. You can't stand on business, post and delete. That's how your spinal cord get messed up. You got to stand on cold. Can't be doing all that twitching and turning and flip-flop. It messes up your spinal cord. So I posted, if I still got it up, child. Wait, I thought I had it up. Did I delete it too? I thought it was something about TS Madison. Did I keep that post? I probably deleted it myself. Where did I put it up? Hold on, y'all. Because this is when TS Madison hosted. Let me make sure I kept it up. I don't know if I deleted it or not. Y'all bear with us. But pretty much what I said, I did keep it up 3 days ago. I said, thank you to Fox Soul for asking, but I couldn't review TS Madison because she is not interesting to cover. So I resume covering TGIF next week. That's what I said. I ain't covering TS Madison. That's a snooze fest. All the time I'm covering TS Madison. I want to know what she did with Oliver money. Did you use Oliver's share of the royalties to buy that new estate that you got with that guest house in the woods? Oliver would like to have a guest on the woods so he can leave that one-bedroom apartment with that green grass. Oliver would love to get him a nice property in Georgia for $350,000. He would love to have and be a property owner. He would love to leave that apartment with green grass. He would love to have real grass instead of having plastic from Donald General on his wall. But if you pay Oliver fairly his fair share of the cozy royalty checks, he'll be able to get him a property, his first home. He'll be able to get a U-Haul truck and get that sexy best friend. Oliver's best friend is good looking. That man is good looking. I'm gonna have to invite him on my show. Wait a minute, you said I should be saying this. Well, I got to go to Atlanta. He's on my list to interview. Paul, you gonna write it down? Good looking. He was on that show, on that Oliver show. Theo, good looking too. I've already had Theo multiple times. I want Oliver best friend. And he's educated, so I got to be educated. So I want you to send me our articles about education. I want you to send me some books. I'm already reading the 1619 Project. I want you to Google. I want you to, Paul, listen to me. I want you to go to Oliver Best Friend, look at all of his books, his movies, what music he likes, so we can get in his mind. Okay? Do that for me, brother. I want all his books. I know he's doing something for the youth with the books and donating books and everything like that. And I want you to bring me everything that you have on Oliver Twist Best Friend. His name, how to pronounce it, I would F up a name. Everything he's doing, I need to see the last 3 years of him. So when I do meet him in the club at Bulldogs or meet him at a bar, I would know how to address him. Can you do that for me, Paul? Yeah, write it down. I don't want you to forget. All right, because when we get to Atlanta, I want to make sure that I know what to do. I want you to have him on the list. I want you to also send me a file on our Dario, on everything with our Dario, so we can do that interview as well. So make sure you bring in the information. Don't worry. Yeah, send it to me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I want to be able to know how to talk to people. Because with the gays, you got to stroke that ego. Got to know how to stroke the ego. You ain't got to send me the Brandon Carson file. I already got that. That's embedded in my mind. You got to stroke the ego. I come in, baby, I'm a good stroker. I'll make you feel like you a superstar. In my eye, you are a superstar. I'm really good with that. Stroke the ego. Talk about a post that got 3 likes. Talk about music got 5 streams and boost it up. It's going to be good. Now, shout out to Terry. Armon took your advice about getting back to having time. I'm so glad he listened to my advice. I hope he got that table, bring back the liquor, and just do it. I'm just so happy he listened to my advice. Honestly, I'm happy he listened to my advice. I'm really, really happy he listened to my advice. I think that it's amazing that brother listened to my advice. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my advice. All right. Love you all. This has been an amazing show. I'm trying to make sure I can put my shorts out. So this video can only be 2 hours, you guys. All right. Hey. Thank you all for your amazing support. Armon took your advice and everything like that. Yes, he did. Skelly Roses, absolutely. He did take advice, but we will open up the phone lines because I do know y'all want me to call in. So I have to try to edit this down so we can do what we have to do so more people can see the shorter version. Because I do, a lot of y'all want to call in. I owe y'all the call-in show because I was gone for about 2 days. So when you're the owner of the show, we can talk about it. And so again, we're here. All right. So if you want to call in, now is the time to call in. If you want to call in, I'll post the number on the screen here. All right. Anybody? All right. 972-674-9462. Anybody want to call in? We want to thank Oliver for the chat. We want to thank, it was amazing for him coming in the chat. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, I can hear you now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I want to say, Wiley, we miss when you're not live. Oh my God, the YouTube streets are so dry. OMG. Thank you for coming live. Like, thank you. I do want to say this about that messy Larry Reid and that witch, that conscious. It seems like he's paying her. He's paying her a lot of money. Because when I tell you she is windmilling, she's fighting, and she's swinging left and she's swinging right for that Larry Reid when we all can see that Larry Reid is guilty. Why is she's the only one? Where's Armon? Where is Storm? She is fighting for herself. She's fighting by herself, rather. Like, why? Why are you doing it alone, child? You witch. We don't see it for you. You seem desperate when we all can see that Larry Reid is guilty. We can see that Larry Reid is doing wrong by his people. We should unsubscribe from that Patreon, and when that crumbles, he will crumble along with it. He should be ashamed, and I can't wait for you to talk about that interview, that new interview that Tasha K is going to drop on her website. I can't wait for you to take your notes, because we love when you take your notes and you bring it back to us, because you know half of us is not going over there to support. Bring it back to us, Wiley. Please bring it back. We want it nice and we want it juicy and we want the mess.
I will bring it back. Because
thank you.
Because it's very important. And when Larry was doing this, I'm glad people are speaking up. When you don't pay him, Larry, he's going to see very quickly. He's going to have to pay. When you're used to paying, he don't have Diddy money. So if 10%, 20% people unsubscribe from Patreon, and it must take a laser focus on Facebook because most of his audience is on Facebook. And if they do a massive campaign, I hope Tasha K do a massive campaign on Facebook by paying to promote that, and it will trigger it to the Larry Reid followers. You must do a massive campaign, and I feel like Tasha K need to get preachers involved in it as well. See, this is how you get Larry. Get the preachers involved, baby. Get the preachers. Get people that don't like Larry. Get the preachers involved. It's a whole lot of them. Get the preachers involved, press conferences, get them involved, do a show, and go to Bishop T.D. Jakes' church and talk to Bishop T.D. Jakes. Your presence being a Bishop T. and lie. Go in front of I had a conversation with you. Got to get the preachers involved. Because dealing with church, you get dealing with church.
Do it.
Get deacons involved. And so people wanted to know his Patreon is all about prophecy. So you're paying money to give more money. His prayer call, I need 5,000 people in the name of Jesus. Give me 8,000.
I remember you telling us.
I was in one prayer call because, again, the reason why I joined the Patreon, his original Patreon was doxing pastors, exposing pastors. Once he got exposed of getting paid by the pastor with E. Dewey Smith, and all the pastors told him, you come for us, we coming for your pockets. So he stopped. So now what he talk about is prophecy. He posts about all public church story, but all that exposing pastors, interviewing people, you don't do that anymore because the pastors made a pact. Bishop the New Birth, all the big bishops. They said, you come for one, it's like you're dealing with NATO. We're gonna protect it. We all gonna file these lawsuits. We're gonna bankrupt you. So Larry Reid saw that he was gonna get bankrupt, so he laid off the pastors. But the thing is, he get his most publicity is when he go after the pastors. So when the money get low, let's talk about Bishop T.D. Jakes. That is kind of dwindling because it backfired. Because people said, why are you talking about Bishop T.D. Jakes when you got all these allegations? So he kind of like laid back. Now when Vincent came out, it's too much. So
and came out with receipts.
And he
came out, but he came out with receipts.
He came out with receipts. But again, with church folks, you gotta go scripture. You gotta give them that alternative, that spiritual ear. These are church folks, so you can't come in roasting the guy because they're used of. I remember when we did a prayer call, and it was a great prayer call. People were donating prayer call to us, and we were actually praying.
Right?
Yes, they were calling in, donating. They said, "Oh, I love having people counseling because people is a thirst for spiritual, but they trying to get counsel from the wrong people, from Larry. They're getting it from the wrong people. That's the key because people don't, they go because it's more people online than it is in the church, in the brick house, right? In the pew, so you can reach more people. And so he's doing it, and I can get my my license to become a member. I'm gonna just do it so y'all can see. Get a minister license, change the entire content, and I do it for the next 30 days. You will see a shift with a brand new audience. More people, because I know the scripture. I know how to perform in front of church folks. It's a performance. Why do you think so many gospel artists get to dominate in the secular world? Because they dominated first in the church. That was their first stage. A lot of these artists came. They ain't got that stage play because most of them didn't come from church. They just came from TikTok. They came from Instagram. But a lot of the artists, the Grace, the Whitneys, the Bobbies, like the people that we look up to today,
they had a church background.
They had that strong gospel background. So when you're in the gospel, you got to know how to perform. And it's a performance. And we know how to perform. We have done multiple episodes of that, and people will donate, especially if you come in with fire. Oh man, and definitely you get.
I love when you say Reid.
Reid, when they say that Reid, you get that authority, and the women they start to donate. I know how to perform for that church bag, and that church bag is long green. People will go in debt because you perform. Because people, when you go to church and you lay it all out, they want to feel good. It's no different than a person going to the movie theater, no different than me watching adult entertainment to feel good. No different from the church. You're dealing with an emotion. So, and for me, my idea with the prayer call was just open up the prayer call. My strategy, if I was in the gospel, is opening up the prayer call for free. If you have to pay for a prayer, you're in bad shape.
Exactly.
I think if your prayers was answered, if you join the prayer, the ministry, and God helped you, then you should give to the man of God. But if I say, Icon, you got to give me $80,000 for this prayer, ain't no way, because you don't have the $80,000. Some people just don't have it. So you mean to tell the poor folks are screwed. So if your prayers get answered, whatever, I gave you great spiritual counseling and it worked for you, you should donate. It was people that I've counseled. I counseled a police officer. It's a true story. She was having marital problems with her husband. She worked for the police department. Called me as a police officer. And ever since I helped her in that area, at that situation, she became a strong supporter to this day of the Wiley Show. I've helped counsel other people because if you're a good person, I've been around my pastor so much, it's just in me. And good advice is good advice. And I helped so many people. Singing happy birthday, getting on the phone, etc. Especially getting on the phone with you. And I remember I talked to a woman all the way till the sun came up, right? So, and then I talked to a woman so great, she donated, helped me get this laptop that we're using today. So people is going through. So I know how to speak to that broken man. I know how to speak to her. I come from that background. I have decades of experience in that background. So that's why it pulls out it's just in me. If you was in the military for years, of course you're gonna come in acting at home like you're a drill sergeant. You was in the military for 3 decades, no different than in church. It's just in you. I don't care if you're not a part of that system. It's still, you still got a residue of it. It's about. But go ahead. I
also want to say this. Honestly speaking, you're a content creator. We look up to you guys. Like, we watch you guys. We want to know what's your opinions. And honestly speaking, this is a hot topic with Larry Reid. It looks so bad that Storm Monroe, Armon Wiggins, you guys are cowards. You guys are PUSSY with a capital letters. Okay? You guys should be talking about the topics that's hot. The people want to know. Your subscribers want to know what you guys think about the story. It's a hot topic, guys. Stop being a coward and talk about it. We demand you guys to talk about Larry Reid. Stop being a coward and talk about it. Stop being scared. We already know that you guys defended him, backtrack, and undefend him. Because proof is out there now.
I agree, because everybody watch it. They see it. And
absolutely, they see
our mom will get 100,000 views talking about this story. Storm Monroe will get 295,000 views.
Yes.
So it's not like you ain't gonna get no coin for it. I just said,
what do
your integrity lies? Because I think Armon and Storm, they don't want to talk because they embarrassed themselves. They allowed this man to
because
get on.
They jumped on that and said, "Oh, he's not."
And you brought him, Armon. He's so dirty. You allow this man put you on a plane that's funded. The same coin he used to fly you, he did that to Vincent as his assistant. He did it to pay off his people, right? He did it to
because Vincent said, "I was yachts. I didn't pay for nothing. It was your dime."
Yeah.
Same thing with Armon.
Armon said the same thing. So it's kind of hard that you sat there and both of them, oh, you're innocent. They both said it. And shout out to Milagro Graham's credit. Me and her don't always see eye to eye, no pun intended. But that woman came out on her number. At that time, she was number one on station because Nikki and them weren't on that then. She was number
on her live.
And she said, I don't agree that Armon and Storm is on that show talking about an allegation about a 14-year-old boy, and y'all talking about bedroom stuff. That ain't that it's like read the room. That's out of order. She pretty much to some of what she said, Milagro went with that. Because this man, and the reason why she stood on that, because these allegations came strong, and that victim came out. The mama came out, the brother came out. Then short couple months out, King Jives came out. Like this, now you got Vincent, all these people. Like, make it make sense. And this is why I believe that I'm learning from my brother, because he talk about so many subjects and he's just himself. And people gravitate towards that. And he's neutral. He's neutral. Everybody is not a neutral person. So I pick sides. I'm sorry. I just can't. Sometimes I can be neutral. I'm just not that type of person. So that's him. And people gravitated towards that. I didn't watch his content because he puts me to sleep. I need somebody I come from lively people. I can't watch Storm. No shade. That's why you look up to her. I actually look up to me. You're more entertaining than Storm. I've said it. I went on the record. I can watch Jason Lee because he's not a loud, obnoxious person. I watch him, number one, his content group. He got the celebrities and he's into politics. That piqued my interest. I love that because he's more than just interviewing celebrity. I'm much of a fan of his work in the streets than his celebrity gossip stuff. But his Krishan and Mama and Blueface, that was iconic. Only thing that was missing is interviewing the dog and the baby. But that was iconic. But the Jason Lee show is iconic. And Armon told me not to talk about Jason Lee. But he could call me for that. You said that. Don't talk about that. I'd have been a fool to burn that man book up. That's why that bridge is still there. I can still go to Stockton and we could take a picture and embrace. He ain't going to run from it. Because I didn't burn that man book up. I purchased that man book and I need to get another copy. Paul, make sure we get another copy. I want one in my luggage. So when I travel, I want him to Ashabaha. I want Larry to sign my copy.
Get that
I mean,
autograph.
not Larry to sign my copy. I want him to sign my. He needs to deliver. He needs to repent. I want Jason Lee to sign. Well, Larry, he needs to be in handcuffs in a prison suit. But
I'm not a prophet, but I predict something more is coming down the pipeline, and people been saying it. So I'm just hanging on the edge of my seat, and I'm waiting to see what's going on, because the way that that witch was on live today, just like he was just doing too much.
He's not a good spokesman. And Larry, if I would be a great spokesman for Larry, if I were to do that, because I know how to speak church language. I'm not coming in looking like a witch. Put me on a suit and tie. Oh my God. I'm not insulting because I know very ineffective speaker because I know the audience that I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
I can do scriptures. He said, believing in which you need a better spokesperson. I'm sorry. When you're dealing with something, you need a better, he not the good spokesperson, baby. You need somebody clean cut, suit wearing, Bible thumping, know how to do scripture, know how to be an effective person, talk slow, then fast, parallel stories. He's just not that person. You can't get a person to be the spokesperson that you're screwing. Word came out that they're screwing, so it ain't gonna work. He's doing too much. He don't know how to. That's why Larry ain't really going on that platform like that, because this ain't the time for that. You know, so he have to get.
He only dealing with him on the back end, not the front end.
Right, you got to do it right. You're going to need somebody. I was a great defender for Larry. It was one Larry when I did defend Larry. She coming at Larry. I rebuked her all about the tea. He donated about $200 at the time. Now, if I didn't have no integrity, I'd have kept defending him because I knew that man would donate, and he had to beg like, "What's your cash app? What is your Zelle? What is your?" That man knew how to give to my Apple Pay. What with the Apple?
And Wiley, you're not lying because what's his name? That old man from the B sector. What's his name?
Uncle Tim.
Uncle Tim was defending him at one time, and he started donating to Uncle Tim. I kid you not.
He donated $250, $100, $300 there. But I knew what I said, man. And I said, I believe these alligators. Why you donate? Because I'm defending you. But once I knew that Tasha interview, I knew when I seen that Levantra, I knew I could. I had a role: either take the money from the Dookie Bandit or have my integrity. I chose my integrity. Now, do I needed the money? Absolutely. I needed money. But
you have to have it.
I would have sold my soul for that. And every time I knew he was wrong, but I didn't. So that'll tell you then, and I went on to work. I could just be one of the best defenders of Larry Reid, more than the witch. I know how to speak church language that witch don't. I know they don't like all that cussing. You got to speak. You got to read the room. And my teeth would have got fixed, my leg would have got fixed, but guess what would have been gone? My soul, I would have been lost. Then I would have let that man screw me. It's like a covenant with a sicko. You got to screw me with no condom, and then I would have been infected. Well, I would have used some common sense, got on prep. But other stuff, prep don't cover. I'd have had everything that Cardi B was allegedly to have. I'd have had it all. I'd have been infected. And my soul is lost because once you get in with the devil, it's hard to get away because all the money is there. Then you build up a lifestyle. Let me tell you why people don't get away. You build up a condo. You got cars. You got all this stuff. Are you willing to give it up? So that's why it's not good to pick it up. For the love of money is the root. You love it? It's the root. That's the root of evil. The root of a tree. It's hard. Because once you got that root, everything else gonna grow. It's hard to get away from it. And that's why you see so much evil there, because they love money so much. So that's why I chose to that's why I chose to have that integrity. I could have easily chose to be Larry Reid defender. I've already just did a little study. Oh, my pastor, he loved.
I remember that the witch used to hate you for that.
How I could rebuke, and the witch got jealous because our relationship. I can market Wiley. Wiley could perform at the transformation at the conference and dominate. But me and Larry, I saw it in my mind, we would have fell out because I would have outgrown Larry.
I believe you.
His ego would have got bruised. You outdoing me. More people would have shouted off my preaching. And Larry would have got jealous, egos, because the people would make that happen. People was that way. I like Wiley. Bring Wiley back. Where's Wiley? His ego would get bruised. And it ain't gonna work. So I saw it happening because I know me. I'm bringing all me. Give me a suit and you got to dress me. Give me my handkerchief. Give me a microphone and with music. I shut that down. We gonna put up. Some of y'all never seen me perform in a church dynamic. You saw a piece of it with the choir, but you give me that, a platform with a crowd, microphone with musicians. I learned some lyrics that day. You can ad-lib some lyrics. And yokes will get broke, and folks will be rolling around in the carpet. So that's why I chose that. And I knew the witch, he got jealous. He did not know that me and Larry had a relationship. I met him when he tried to become a gospel star. He was a fly. He didn't sing, perform well. I just said, hey, come on my show. I interview anybody. You got 2 5. Come on the Wiley Show. And I saw him, he turned into this Larry Reid when he first started. I interviewed him multiple times. And so we had a history long before the witch. He got jealous. Me and Larry would talk, and I would talk about different pastors. The witch didn't know. He didn't grow up in it. I did. Some of the preachers that Larry would know, I went and seen these people preach in person. He don't know this stuff. So he got jealous. He got jealous. He trying to stick with Tasha K. He wanted me to stick with Tasha K, so I won't take his mentor. I didn't want your sick man. You take it. Take the super bug. Take the bumps. Take it. Take the dookie. I don't want it. I'm a top. He ain't about to put. Now, wait a minute. Now, who's going to be humping who? I'm like Prince. Your bud is mine. Now, who's going to be singing at the who? So I'm not going to be nobody knowing you got to be dumb and stupid and you deserve to get anything you got if you know that as a top is infected and you let him insert in you with no protection, and you deserve to get it because you knew that man had it and you didn't care. You were desperate. So no. So that's why I said it to myself. I knew it wasn't gonna work. I had integrity. So people say, "Wiley will do anything for that." That's a lie. I had the temptation with Larry. I had it money coming in from Larry. I did. I just did not want to continue to get it that way, especially when Levantry. I couldn't deny it. Levantry, I could have discredited him. I could have done it a very ineffective job, and Larry would have funded it, and I would have been in the basement. But you'd have been around these evil, sick people, and they would have just spread me like a peanut butter and jelly. You're going to get spread. You're going to be shared with Shamarco. You're going to be shared with Larry Reid. Before you know it, you're in the hospital taking about 50 different medications and antibiotics.
Well, first of all, I'm reading, not sharing.
They already know what you. Okay, sir, no problem. Wait a minute, sir. Okay, yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. You said yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. You said this with the yes, sir. Okay, when the last time were you active? Yes, sir. You said you had some discharge. Yes, sir. Okay, you got the discharge. Okay, you know what? We're not going to wait till the results come back. We're going to go ahead and give you the shot, and we believe that it's the super bug, and we're just going to go ahead. Okay, yes, sir. We see that's it. You're gonna be there, just and we just okay. You go to this doctor, most doctors ain't gonna speak this clear and go, okay, make sure you do not do anything for the next 14 days, 15 days. Please contact any of your partners. Wait till all of the medicine work through before you get it in. And with those demons, that night you still gonna be getting in leaking. It is what it is. And then when you leave that off, they're gonna be dragging another. Look at that. These people. They always do this, and they get the dirty. He's so filthy. His eye loose, and now he's birdie. They're gonna drag you and talk about you.
But I want to say this. Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to say this: the way that Larry Reid is uncomfortable in his skin. Like the LRL should be ashamed of Larry Reid because he's not keeping it a beam. He's not keeping it real with them. Like Larry Reid, you're T. If you're T, you're T. Just own it. But you know what? Back in the days, he said, if something come out, I'm going to deny it. Remember, I can't quote him.
I understand.
And the stuff is coming out now.
Deny it. Well, his spiritual, he says some stuff. He said he'll deny it, but it goes over people's head.
Wow.
And Tasha, she's not quiet. She already got the interview. She gonna monetize off of it. She's monetizing off of it because she announced on her platform that she's interviewing the guy with the super bug from Trinidad.
Wow. I believe Vincent.
So
people are saying that he got evicted. I don't care about the eviction. I care about the
what he's saying. Yeah, I believe Vincent. He's very, you know what I'm saying? I believe Vincent. And that is why
so they're trying to spin it and talk about his alleged eviction. We don't care about that.
We don't care nothing about that. We care about him believing that Victor LeBlantre. We care about him using his cousin twice to marry Samarco and to marry the immigrant from Trinidad. They committed a crime.
To get locked up. Y'all need to push it.
Right. So that's the point. We don't care. I don't get involved in that. That ain't nothing but a smoke screen try to discredit.
And you want to know what, Wiley? Y'all need to push it because if he has the courage to talk about it and it's on tape, it's on tape.
It's on tape.
Because I know plenty of people that probably did it for the coin and married people, but it's not on tape.
It's not on tape. They admitted it. That was dumb. It's on tape. And I think the authorities need to get involved.
Absolutely.
I know they need to get involved, but that's fraudulent behavior right there.
Absolutely. And it's been clear that's Larry Reid's voice.
And that's Larry Reid's voice. And in Georgia, you can record somebody. That's a one-party recorded state in Georgia. And Vincent got the permission to record. He released it. So you send it. That's a homeland. Yes, because many people are not going to be that dumb to admit to it because you put his cousin. It's sad for her. Why would you allow that?
She gonna talk.
She gonna talk. That's
baby.
criminal. Do you know how criminal that is? Because I got the marriage license, the marriage certificate with her name and his name on there.
Mm-hmm. But I want to say this because I want to jump back in the bushes and have others call in. I want to talk about that trifling TS Madison, that big honk. I can't stand the effort. I told you she is no good. And what she did to that Oliver Twixt is wrong. It's wrong. And nothing that she do would prosper. I cannot stand her. She got that Grammy. It's wrong. Feed Oliver. Feed him. He deserved it. He helped make you. If it wasn't for Oliver, the people wouldn't have seen you, child.
Yeah. And Oliver.
Give him a little coin.
Yeah. And I believe Oliver.
Yes, he might not be able to talk up the way that he wants to, but I'm saying right is right, wrong is wrong. And you, child, T.S. Madison, low dog, you wrong. You're wrong. So wrong. And I remember reading her about that. I'm black, I'm blue, I'm this, I'm that. Child, that elementary bull crap song. Pay that man because he helped you. Don't be like the others. Like she rushing for Hollywood, but stuff is gonna come out on her behind as well. Stop rushing for Hollywood because I can't wait till they expose you too, child. Because trust and believe is stuff on you.
Oliver upgraded T.S. Madison brand. It was a very low quality before Oliver. That's facts.
That's a fact.
And for people that's not aware, Oliver put out a tweet and he posted on Instagram that he helped produce that viral moment on Cozy. I'm black. He helped produce that. He helped write it and everything. And Beyonce teamed. You had to use T.S. Madison vocals, and they paid her, gave her royalties, and she won a Grammy for that. And they asked Oliver, "Did you get any royalties?" No. T.S. Madison dropped in the chat, said, because Oliver said, "But let me make it clear, Beyonce and her team don't owe me anything." And then TS Madison said, and TS Madison don't owe you anything, and I wish you well in your endeavors. And so they went back and forth. We posted, moderators, make sure you all post that on wileytroll.com. You get a full view of what we talk with the receipts. Thank you so very much, Tasha. So when that happened, I immediately ran to my website and we updated that. We put it on the website on wileythetroll.com. I'm going to put the website on there. It's like the first article you see when you go on the website. And Oliver came in the chat, and I know Oliver have signed the NDA. Even if he didn't, he's just not going to respond to it. Because usually Oliver be like, "You're lying, Wiley. You're such a liar." He'll go live. He ain't go on Instagram. They say I was a liar. Hello. Remember how he be rushing? Oh, Wiley is a liar. Where's that Instagram at? Ain't nowhere.
So let's say that we believe that he did sign an NDA, and if he did, we're the people. We're his voice.
I'm his voice, the people, yeah.
TS Madison, hey, Oliver.
Hey, Oliver. And I know a lot of people that know her.
Humble.
I know a lot of people that know her. She in the gay community, and I've been in the gay community not longer than her, but I've been there for about 15 years. So I've been in this business for a long time. I know a lot of people. Y'all have seen the people I know in Atlanta. I was on Station Head. The people I was talking, y'all heard it. That's how I didn't even know Station Head pick up that audio the way that it does. And I forget that it was on, child. But the reason why I did it because I want y'all to see how people act on the internet and how they act when they see me in person.
Their life, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I will boost your ego up. And baby, I was bigger than I am now. And so now when I'm losing the weight, you're going to see another son of Harley. And now, but anyway, that's why I stood up for Oliver because I knew it was the right thing to do. Because Oliver, he talk a lot of mess about people behind their back. And then in person, he's a different way. That's why Theo's sister didn't care for Oliver. She didn't like him at all because she said he's phony. He is. That's him. He's one of those. Here go
the messy Wiley that we love.
He's that way. Talk about you behind like a dog and then act another way. I saw the dynamics on the show and Theo's sister was like, I don't want to be around him more. It was nasty. He's that type of person. She's straight. I mean, she's lesbian, but lesbian cattiness is different than the gay. And then this is her brother, so she ain't play no games. I couldn't have been on the show. They'd have booted me off. You're gonna play that. When them cameras rolling, I'm coming for whoever. I don't care if you the main star. You ain't gonna be where after I get to it. It's gonna be my show. I'm gonna drag you. Your mama gonna get dragged. Your best friend, he ain't gonna get dragged. I may drag. I want that tension. I want him to get because gays is where they get that tension and then we get it in. But yeah, he would have got dragged too. But then I would have been kissing his butt after, I mean, I got bipolar, I love you, I know how to boost that ego over the camera. So, this is what I do as content, how it is, gays that way. When I really want you, I'll be a beta. Anyway, but I know I met Oliver in Atlanta. And so I met this man. So I know these people. I've seen TS. She was running for me. I had better seats than her at the TS at the Monique tour. I had better seats. And it was over. And I mean, she was running. And what made me not catch up to her, she was able to run fast because my supporters, and I'm not gonna bypass my supporter to go chase TS Madison, her mother in a wheelchair. That chair is fast. I just started talking to my supporters and I forgot about it. Then I forgot I had to connect with Monique people and forgot all about that because, baby, I'm in Atlanta for one night only. So I need to see Brandon Cart. It was Halloween, so I forgot all about Monique. Baby, the Bush Queen. Is I'm considered a Bush Queen? I think I should be considered. I don't know what I'm considered because everything changed.
I'm a Bush Queen.
Is I'm considered a Bush Queen, correct?
Yeah, you ain't no trade.
I'm not no trade. I never saw it was a trade. I'm a Bush Queen. So the Bush Queen came out of me. I had to be a Bush Queen. So I hurried up, went into my hotel room, and I took a lift I just went. No, I ain't went to the hotel room. I went directly to the club.
Yeah, you went straight to the
Look like,
what's the guy's name?
huh?
So they messy too.
With Trey So Raw and T Spiller.
Yeah.
I linked up with them. I like messy people just because everything they are, they put it on the table. They're not fake with it, right?
Love it, yeah.
So they meet up with her, him and his boyfriend. They car get out, and my fan, one of the producers, whatever. They say, oh my God, this is when the growth is happening because now when I go outside, you get recognizable. When I go to the airport, recognized, whatever. It make your head, it make you feel good. I felt like $1 million. I was big, baby. I was ready. So the security had to check.
Who was the one that was drunk and was passing out in the bar?
Huh?
Or the club?
Oh, that was
what's the name?
Ted. Oh, I don't know that girl name.
Was it Farrah?
Farrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 4, not Farrell, 4. PHO.
Yeah.
So he got cake or whatever. All this weird stories about Wiley. No, I knew he was under the influence. This ain't the time for it. You know, because people and I think I told him privately, like, you can't be that drunk because people will take advantage of you. Anyway.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad to have 2 people that's messy. They said Wiley character's good. I'm gonna buy drinks. Now I ain't gonna do that again. Cause I thought the drinks, I'm sorry, I ain't been to the club in a long time. Baby, I'm thinking those drinks $5. Baby, and thank God, thank God.
You had an open tab?
Huh? You
had an open tab at the bar?
No, not an open tab. I ain't got it like that. I had a $300 credit limit card. And I'm like, wait. And then when I left, available balance, $20. Available credit. I said, how much was that $10 $20? I'm like, you get it. Because I was excited.
Yeah.
And it was Trey Songz, and he don't drink. I'm just bad people drink or whatever because I like to conversate. If you ain't got to drink, I don't like to drink if you're not. I like when I'm in the zone because I rarely do this. And I'm on station, and I forgot that station here was on, but I took y'all everywhere. And y'all in my pocket.
And don't forget you took it to the Chinese store next door.
I took y'all to the Chinese. Look, I took y'all to the Chinese. I said, I got to meet Brandon Carson. I love this man so much. And I will have him once I get some money. I have a list. You know how some people say they have a vision board? I have that too.
Mm-hmm.
I have a vision who I'm going to get it in board. Baby, it's in there. I got the bedroom, the hotel that I want to be at, the estate. I got it all. And Kyle is like, he's my main. Okay. I mean, I get to my pimp days. But he's like the main. Kyle is a person. It will be a contract marriage. I need that. So he's like husband material.
Don't let them cut this down and send it to Homeland now.
Okay, you got to send that to Homeland. But send it to Homeland, man. That's my contract. Kyle, that's the one. That's when I have made it. Kyle is the one. Because when you get type of money, your hose, it's an upgrade. You get the lower level hose. When you get more money, it's a different type of hose you in that environment. Anyway. But he's on my whole list, on my whole vision board. Anyway. But yeah, I wanted to be Brandon Carson. I love this man. He's like my dream interview. I've said it for years. He gets me together when I say some disagree. He never blocked me because I'm a fan and I support.
We like Carson.
I like Brandon Carson. I like Ford. I like all the people that I met in that environment. I loved. And I knew them. They said, "What about your wife?" Oh, that's a different form. Okay. Now my wife, and this is just a true story. What is that, Melissa Ford? If she ain't old and wrinkled, if she still look like I need to be rich very quickly to get Melissa Ford, I want somebody like a Melissa Ford or Carisha, please. I want somebody like a ghetto ratchet, chocolate, just like a Carisha, please, or Melissa Ford. Them two, I love them. Thick, just everything. Amazing. But anyway, that would be the why. But she will already know that you're dating a bisexual. You will know it. You would be stupid not to know. You will know it. They won't be, oh, I didn't know. You know before you sign the papers, the contract, you already know. Anyway, but It would have been Chelsea, but she'd already been taken out, and she lost her image. Like,
she's pregnant, right?
Yeah, she's spoiled goods. So, but it will be, Melissa Ford, and it will be, Nick at Night. Nick at Night will be on the list. I just want to just experience her on a private jet, take her to Dubai, and just have about a 7-night stand. Because when you get wealth, most of these women, I ain't gonna do that. They lie. Money talks, especially the type of money I will accumulate. So anyway, back to when we went to Chinese place. I said, I got to talk to Oliver. I took a picture with him. It was his brother Halloween, and we took a picture, and I posted it. And his coworker said, "Man, I saw you on the Wiley Show." This one I know the show is growing, and to confirm more that the show is just, I can't hide it anymore. Like when you go into the workplace, I seen your show. I seen this. Let's do a show together. I seen you on TikTok. It was this one coworker that we never even worked together. Like she just seen me in passing. Like, and early in the morning, she said, ain't you on TikTok? I seen your TikTok. I was like, ooh, yes, I am on TikTok. I don't come in announcing what I do because and people from management, they're like, he does this. He's so quiet.
Yeah, from your job, I wouldn't do that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not cold because people say it's code switching. No, it's your environment switching. So you got to read the room. When I go there, you don't even know I blog unless it pops up. Because I don't go there, I'm a blogger. No, I don't get paid to blog. I get paid to do my work duties. And so I do that. But people know about it. It's spreading like what? Everybody from management, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Once this one coworker found out, I knew everybody and their mama was gonna find out. And so, everybody knows. There's nothing you can do about it because you want it to grow. It ain't gonna be a secret. In my mind, everybody knows. Like it's like every time maybe one coworker would know. But now it's like everybody know, man. You can't even hide it.
Also, congratulations to your 34 plus K.
Yeah, 34 plus. Yes, 34K. Like, oh my gosh, and now we're still growing. That's how it be, man. It's gonna still grow, and I think that's amazing because the growth it's happening. I love the growth because we put in the work. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And only the strong will survive. And we having our best numbers. My competitors are like 35 years old. We're 2 years younger than that. 35 heading to 36. We're 33. So this is going to be the best year of the Wiley, one of the best years, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to happen. People are going to donate a lot of money. We're going to get sponsors. I'm talking about big money. People just going to do it and to help grow the Wiley Show. It's not the lack of talent. It's the lack of financial resources. You give us the resources, baby, you got Wiley. Because already you see what we are doing. We have the resources. More on the air at City Hall, more in the streets, traveling more to get the tea. Because I do well and interviewing people. That's like the key for Wiley. I'm a great interviewer. But bringing me to interview these, like pulling up to these people, hometowns and states and what they do, that helps the Wiley Show. But we just need funding. And it don't take a lot. We just need one person got it. Like that, like Icon just went and traveled, posted all the pictures. One person right there. Shoot. Oh, you want to go to Stockton, California? I got it. You get there.
And just imagine if we had a team doing that.
Can you imagine you had a team? You had one person and paying people to do that? We will, the sky's the limit. So that was a blessing that you did it because that shut down Flame. She don't talk about us no more.
She don't talk about it.
She don't talk about it because that proved that I have supporters. Go ahead.
My spirit just told me to do it. Like, you want to play on Wiley?
Yeah, and I didn't tell you. I was so shocked. And mind you, I was feeling so low. I was tired. And you said, "Did you see?" I'm like, "Yeah, you also." And then when I woke and really looked at that phone, and I saw what you did and went back, it was amazing. It was
okay.
That was the.
Everyone thought that was Miss Barbara.
Yeah, they thought it was Miss Barbara. They said Wiley supporters are dirty. All this type of stuff.
You don't care. It's a click in the view.
It's a click in the view. And you see my haters, they was crickets. They ain't say nothing because none of their people do that. And they got 300,000 followers. You know, they've got way big. Maybe you got have a willing mind. This platform is very strong. And once the followers get active,
we not bots, baby.
Oh, not bots. These are real people. When that came up, Armon seen it. Storm seen it. They act like they don't, but they see it. I worked so hard. I ain't gonna know I made it to that next level until Armon have to start talking about us. It's a reverse. It's gonna happen. It's gonna bruise that ego, but it's gonna be too much. He gonna have no choice. Baby, if the world talk, you have no choice. You would be the outcast not talking about the interviews. Oh, he must be jealous of Wiley. See, you did all that talk about Wiley. Ain't gonna never happen. Now, yeah, he gonna have to talk about it. That's what I know I made it. I held Armon. You know how people held Good Morning America up to this? I held Armon up to that standard. That's what I worked hard so he could put my name in the title. Not Storm. I ain't studying these other people. My eye is on Armon. Armon's like honey. Eyes like a bee. It's around with and he will be in my acceptance speech. Any awards, I win an Image Award, or the Emmy, Image Award, BET, he would be in my acceptance speech. I love that man. I may not be in his acceptance speech. Armon will be in my acceptance speech because I'm not a hater. And in the nigga that Armon gonna get to, because I know talent, I'm gonna bring that brother up. I don't care if he ain't gonna bring me up if he get to do it. That's him. But my heart ain't gonna. If I'm in the room and got the power and the resource to hire, he will be hired because I know his gift. I know how to work with Armon, so I will hire him. See, when people talk about
at the end of the day, you guys look up to each other, even though he don't want to admit it.
We look up. We listen to each other's advice. He give me advice, and he looks. I don't care what nobody. Oh, just talk about that brother. Make me feel like drinking a hot chocolate. But
we've seen the old videos, Wiley, where he looked up to you.
Yeah, see. He's like he laughed. He knows what it gives, and I love that brother. We never met. We never ran up on him. I want that for the record. We never ran up on this man. Never accidentally went into the sandwich shop, stalker. We never done it. We just like talking about the man. I like talking about, and
you never took his Uber Eats,
right? Never took the man Uber Eats. Never snatched that man Uber Eats. Never did it.
You never hired that private investigator.
Never hired a private. You better say
what happened to that? What happened to that lady?
Baby got whooped, wash and dry. Got a Tina Turner, Ike Turner whooping. She was going through real trauma, but she hired to go against someone, and I never put that information. I said I'm a picture, and I never send to public. Y'all never seen it because that's how I love my brother. Y'all never seen it, but I told y'all about it, and he's seen it. He knew on one line because he called me. Ring, is this the truth? He did. I never heard a private investigator for a store. I said, I never heard a private investigator. Somebody else, these people have private investigators. And that wasn't no private, that was Chelsea and Tasha did that for Storm. But I've never heard a private investigator for her. But that woman, she hired. That man was at a restaurant, took pictures with him and his boyfriend walking up. Do you know how evil you got to be to her? And she sent me the information because she thought I was stupid enough to put it out. Nope. I want that done. I know how to take it all the way to the line, but I ain't gonna cross it.
They said you hired the investigator on Storm.
No, I had no. I got the money to hire no investigator. I ain't got no money to hire no private investigator for Storm. I ain't got no money to hire Ozempic. No money for the dentist, veneers to get shaved, go to Dubai. I don't have any of that. Don't take my jokes. And I say it with so much conviction that you believe that, which is great. But y'all don't take it when I say hit the Cash App and hit this veil. Take that, hit it. It needs to be ringing. But anything get somewhere. So you know doggone well. Why would I waste to go see a man that we know is on the down? I don't need to hire no private investigator for that. Man, please. Only thing I would love to hire is to get down there and get in the rooms that he be in, and him with Von Ray before he got pop, pooty, pop in front of that building. The old Von Ray. I wanted, and I probably would still let that thing sling in my face. Honestly, I like me some Von Ray. I might call him. Hey, Von, I'll be on your podcast. He's good looking. That's okay. He had to put on.
Wiley, one last thing I want to mention before I get up, and I want others to call. I'm gonna drop back in the bushes. Seriously. I didn't even know that TS Madison was on TGIF, and being that you wasn't going to talk about it, I said I'm not even going to give it a second.
No, we didn't care. I couldn't talk about it. It was a snooze fest. They were having difficult technical problems, and they need somebody else. We already seen TS Madison on the show. It's just like, and today book Wiley, that's gonna help. It's gonna help that show. Claudia, my sister, you already know about me. Armon Wiggins, your friend, said the Wiley Show.
That was iconic.
All right. Wow.
That's a forever soundbite.
Huh?
That's a forever soundbite.
That's a forever soundbite. I'm telling you, like, she was pissed that I've been leaving comments in there forever. Never got a comment read. It just happened with Armon. She was mad. She said my name to trigger Armon because she ain't stupid. She know Armon Wiggins can't stand me. And that's why Armon didn't drag Claudia. Because if he dragged Claudia, I get a phone call from Fox Soul from Claudia. Because she ain't gonna do but book Wiley. And that's gonna eat Armon up because I get his fan base to watch. Because we know how to talk. They gonna be in that chat. He's such a smoker.
Up the bushes, child.
They gonna jump out the bushes for that. Not even on the world, because they never seen nobody like Wiley on that type of platform. So people are gonna tune in. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get the runny nose troll, bipolar, the church. You don't know what you're gonna get. So that's why people are gonna watch for that moment. And that's why Armon, he kind of pulled back because we're close to getting on Fox Soul before, you know.
And you stand on business because you was faithful and your subscribers was in there.
We was in that strong. That campaign, we was on Fox Soul radar. We stood on Flame Monroe. See, when you're a wrestling fan, do a story, you got to do it months, weeks in advance. We planned that of the direct. It's a purpose why I'm dragging Flame, and it worked because we knew Flame was the weak link, and we got the Chicago connection. So why not say like the Undertaker and Kane? Why not say Undertaker got a brother, Kane? It makes it believable. Well, they both from Chicago. They both gay. They both know about the Jeffrey Pub. It worked, and she made it more real. He talked about my children. Good, because you make the storyline emotional
of age children,
real grown adult children. It makes it real, and that
to the point that he said you work out and then you go. Where you go next?
I go to the donut shop. It was so real when you get a roast because she was running a promo. She had to give me together. You under the donut or Zippy? Like it was so good. You have to be a masterful troll to get that type of reaction. Most people can't get it. I came into her space, her domain. She got me blocked, but she's still watching. Girl, you better get to it. So I knew how to play the game. Then ain't the time to drag her back. Let her have her win. I'm going to play the sympathy card. Oh, dude, I'm going to sue. And then who going to call in? The audience. I don't know why she was saying that. Why would she do that? You pull the emotion of the public. Because then it showed who all watching Wiley. Timothy Bland talked about it. Mount TV talked about the highest rated views. All the other YouTube out of the sky. Because I am on Armon Wiggins' level when it comes to YouTubers covering of YouTube. If I hit the right subject matter, I got people watching.
Yeah.
If the Psycho run up on Vegas, 50 YouTubers going to cover it, including Armon Wiggins. So he going to run the YouTuber that day. But you got to give the people something to run to, right? You got to know how to play that part. And you're dealing with a person that played the part right in the library situation. And I didn't even do that. My mind was gone. But now you get me knowing how to strategically move and all that type of stuff. It was a great moment. It was a good moment because people is already, I'm in the algorithm, they watching. So they looking for something. Like they pulled up an old video on my cousin Facebook page, downloaded that video, posted it on YouTube with one of his friends that we were screwing, and I'm giggling. I'm turned on. You couldn't even see me on excuse me. You couldn't see me on whatever, right? I'm turned on. I like that. So
Well, you know you addicted, right?
You
know you addicted, right? Because how many times I said I'm gonna get off the phone? But listen, I was in and out when you was talking about VS. What is it? The IHOP gate. And that was so like it's so old, but it's still like
it's very it's
like,
old,
oh my God.
but it's entertaining because you could talk about the story. It's about how you deliver the story. And it was fun because she's mad at Wiley. She throw these shots at Wiley. She tried to interview Wiley. Like VS always had higher views because she's very entertaining in that sector. She's a woman. She's very entertaining. I'm not trying to compete with her, but one thing I have is, and she admitted it. We made a lot of money together. She made a lot of money. I didn't make all that.
Yeah.
Only thing I got from her is a car, furnished apartment, and I had to make the down payment on the car. I paid 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years of a car note. It was high interest. They paid for the down payment $1,000. Baby, I paid for that car 100 times over. But to her credit, I was able to pay the car off early because of the YouTube check. So technically, she didn't lie because it went in increments. When you calculated it up, I was able to pay my probation fees. I was able to pay the car. Yeah, she didn't lie. We did make a lot of money together. It just I couldn't put in my bank account because I was on probation, but I had a high expensive car. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You guys had a storyline that she's gonna have.
Yeah, it was very believable. Yeah, the kid. You had QI mad. You had Chocolate Bay upset. It was a great storyline. We was masterful creators in the B-side, baby. It was real. There wasn't no thumbnail, baby. It was a real reality show. We had Jay Wilson. We had that camera on. We had it on because only to make money in the beef circuit, baby, is beef. You gotta show beef. So why not show? Still to this day, DC Gate is even VS still talk about DC Gate. She said, "Not saying Wiley and DC. When these people saw Wiley, they treated him like a king."
That's when you birthed Rico.
I birthed Rico. Now he don't have my covering. He getting stalkers. He need my covering. Now, when I get to New York, I use him as a storyline. And I get him back, and he would be the best popping thing ever. Because I love him. Because he got a whole stalker. And see, I
know that's crazy. Climbing through the kitchen window.
I would have loved that the cameras would be rolling. It was a great, because Rico loved these dirty people, but it's good entertainment. He just got to polish it up. And I'd have been right there. I'm like, leave my boyfriend alone. Why are you messing with my boyfriend? And we probably would have screwed the stalker because he probably wash him up, clean him up. I don't know how he looked. Because, sometimes I got to check that back because Rico like crusty looking people. Even though he did good look. Now, the doctor that he had, I take the doctor friend, I love him. But he get dirty, crusty. Like, look at him, dirty, crusty. Rico just don't have no class. And Rico need to eat more. Like Rico was much cleaner here. When he was around me, he put on a good front. I just think we're gonna do a storyline. You think DC was up? Wait till we take over New York City Gate. Oh baby, it's going because
I'm gonna be sitting there watching like
because the one thing about Rico, he know how to take the trains, the bus. He'd be like, and I want to be.
Yeah, he know his way around now, New York.
He know his way around, and he's a very smart guy. But the thing with Rico is he gonna fall in love again. He don't know how to look at it entertainment. Yeah, he gonna fall in love with us again. I love Wiley and Wiley. That man fella, and I had to stop talking about him. Answering this, I used to call him Rico. What you doing? What you mean, Wiley? I said, why you gonna do that? And I put my deep voice. He really was falling for me. I'm an amazing actor.
But Rico could have been bigger in the sector, but he wasn't taking your advice.
He was not.
He
was not. Vegas is April 26th through the 28th. Make sure y'all come through. We're gonna be at the Palace Station Hotel Casino. All the information is on the flyer, and also you got any questions? WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. WileyShowProductions@gmail.com, and I'll answer you. But yeah, absolutely. You're right. You're right. We was there for Rico. We gave him a platform. He just did not know how to control himself. He was drinking heavily.
You should always tell him you cannot curse out your supporters.
He was cursing. He didn't know how to play the game. Rico could have made a lot of money. He needed the money. He could have made a lot of money. He still can. He just still don't know how to do it. I don't want to do YouTube. I want to do my YouTube music video. Can't make money that way, Rico.
But you keep getting clipped.
Yeah, and then you keep taking your clothes. This man would take his clothes off. Now he got to stop. It's entertaining.
He used to piss in, right? In a beer can, 211.
In the beer can. Then he put the place on fire. Did his apartment catch on fire? Yes.
I know he used to climb through the window.
He climbed the window. Some caught on fire or some kind. He was just a character, and I removed myself, but they still talk about why they still send me check on Rico. Rico going, what can I do? I don't live in New York. Maybe he about to get a couple of bags of the rats and put it on that stalker. I don't know. Because I don't live in New York. And I really don't care. Because I'm building my show. Like, child, Rico's a grown man. But this the time he supposed to be throwing. He was throwing liquor at me, want to do all this bites with me, and you running from your stalker? Child, oh my God. Let me stop.
And he messed up the bag when he met Angela Yee. Like, if he was up to par.
He just didn't. I'm talking about, bro, you in New York. It's two places you're going to see me know how to get into that space. Atlanta and New York. I'm going to be in front of the. I'll throw my own show in front of the Breakfast Club on the street.
Okay. And in front of 97.
Absolutely. And you would tell me, because you live in New York, you would tell me what spots to go to, what event. I'm there. It's nowhere in the world. Take advantage of location, especially like New York, especially like Atlanta, especially when you're a content. Baby, that's like milk and honey. LA, Atlanta, and New York, baby, that's milk and honey. But you ain't gonna grow if you lazy. He in New York still ain't growing on his back because he lazy.
Yeah, it's all about networking as well.
It's all about networking. He went to Angela Yee coffee shop, still didn't take advantage of it. Called the Breakfast Club. You there, big girl? I ain't giving those because he ain't gonna listen. So I go there and he'll see me work. He don't want to be in front of the camera. He just like to be a fan. He's a fan because he'll hold the camera and stuff. I was out there networking in DC. Then I had one guy take a picture with me and I said, "Look at my fan I seen from Trinidad." No, it wasn't Amsterdam. I just put it in there. We took a picture of a random white man. He looked pretty nice. And you know you ain't making until you take a picture with a white guy. He smiles, so I'm skinny, he's skinny, and we took a selfie. All right, thank you, icon of New York.
Problem.
I love you dearly. Right. Thank you, brother.
All right, bye, producer.
All right, bye, y'all. All right, I love each and every one of y'all. This has been amazing. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. When times get hard, always remember to put out first. Don't forget, Vegas coming up April 26th to the 28th. Wiley Show production at gmail.com. Thank you. Make sure you reach out to us for more information. Zelle, Wiley Show at gmail.com. PayPal information. You got Zelle, Wiley Show, gmail.com. Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28. Contribute to the platform. We love you all so dearly. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will see you all in the future, especially the Zelles. I love the Zelles. Come directly to me. Zelle, Wiley Show at gmail.com. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.